Hello and welcome to the Stream of Chaos. My name is Dave and I will not be your Keeper of Arcane Lore for this session of Call of Cthulhu. Today we are continuing our playthrough of Nameless Horrors, which is a collection of 6 scenarios that you can get from Chaosium.com. You can find all of our VODs collected over on the Chaosium YouTube channel, and if you're watching there, we do stream live each week at 4 p.m. currently Pacific. That is bound to change because I think we're about to go through another daylight savings elsewhere in the world very soon. I want to give a thank you to Roll20 and Sirenscape for being tools which we use to improve our games. And before I hand across to Alex, who's going to be our keeper for this scenario, I also want to mention that Chaosium is going to be at South by Southwest in, it's just about a week, Jim. And we'll be there running some scenarios. Jim and I are doing a live game there as well, which I understand will be streamed. I don't have the details, but they'll be available on Twitter shortly. Jim, you've got a...
It's just occurred to me. It's South by Southwest Sydney. For anyone who was getting particularly excited, it's
oh, is that any clarification?
Version, so
yeah,
we're not about to jump over to the States. Sadly,
SSXSW. Or no, Close South enough. By whatever. It's somewhere in there. Anyway, we'll be there, and there'll be the game.
South by Sydney West, no.
South by South or West.
Sydney by Sydney West. Yeah, that's it. And if you can't catch that live, we will do everything in our power to wrestle the VOD from whoever currently has it and put it on the Chaosium YouTube channel, so you should be able to find that there. All right, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Alex, I'm going to pass this across to you to introduce us to the scenario. All yours.
Hi. I'm Alex, and today I'm not playing a character. Today I am keeping. Chat has noted that they have not seen me keeping before, and that's true because I have not kept before, so bear with me. This scenario is called The Space Between, and it's modern-day Los Angeles following the last stage of a troubled production of a movie called The Space Between. The production's been bankrolled by a church called the Church of Sunyata. The cast and crew, including our investigators, are made up entirely of members of the church. Rumor has it that the script is an allegory of the church teachings, and the finished film may be used as a recruitment tool. But at this point, the film's been shooting for 5 weeks and was just on the verge of completion when Verity Harrow, our female lead, has gone missing. This has brought the production to a grinding halt, but that's, for the investigators to work through with themselves. With the production at a hold, it seems like there's not a great deal for people to do around set, so we open on a soundstage in the desert outside of Los Angeles, around a craft table, piled high with donuts and snacks and coffees, which I assume our investigators may or may not be drinking. As we smash cut to the investigators around the craft table, let's start with Dave.
Yeah.
David slash, oh, I'm going to hate this.
Oh,
David
this is gonna be,
Dave.
No, this is going to be really clear. G'day, my name is Dave, and for this scenario, I will be playing David Otera. I am a film star, or I will be soon. I am very out there pushing my branding, trying to get as much attention as possible. And The Space Between, which is the movie that we're currently working on, although I only have a smaller role than my girlfriend, this is what is going to launch me into the stratosphere. This is it. This is kickoff, baby. And we just need to get it, moving again. Let's get back to production. Every, minute wasted is a minute in which I am not surrounded by groupies, money, and cocaine. So let's get a bit of a hustle. Yeah.
Sounds good. Dave slash David, you're sitting next to a man called Blake Tevis, who is also part of the church. What has Blake taught you about the Church of Sunyata? What's a bit of church wisdom that he has imparted to you?
Yeah, so Blake's always talking about mindfulness and sort of emptying yourself of, I guess, like sin or burdens. I am able to channel those teachings because when I get back to my trailer at night, I just stare at a wall and hear humming inside of my head. I'm not a man particularly troubled by my past transgressions. Maybe I should be more so. But yeah, he's very much taught me about, like, unburdening yourself into the church and donating excessively.
And you've taken that on board as, like, backing into your charging station like a Roomba at the end of the day.
100%.
Cool.
Yeah, it's great. It rules.
Cool. Great. Jim and Blake.
Absolutely. I am the Blake in question. And I just want to say before we begin, I just want everybody here at home, can we all just give a real big hand to David there? Because that was a great explanation. I think I really, really felt like you hit the big beats. I don't like the term PR guy, but I like to think of myself more as a friend. You can call me whatever you want, though. I go by the Blakeinator a lot. It's a good nickname. Or if I'm feeling really happy, the double Blakeinator. Anyway, there we go. I'm the PR guy for the church, and I'm a real smarmy git. So happy to get involved.
I love him.
Yeah, great, good. You are sitting next to a fairly new member of the church at this craft table this morning. What have you noticed about Amanda so far? What is the impression she has left on you in terms of her commitment to the church and her understanding of the teachings?
Look, I take a policy that if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say anything at all.
Cool. Jackson playing Amanda.
Wow, okay, well, I gotta recover from that, emotional blow first. Hey, I'm Jackson, and I'm playing Amanda Stennett, who is a fairly new member to the church, but eager to prove herself and is here as a production assistant on the film, just kind of running around doing what needs to be done as quickly as possible, getting copies and getting people to the right places on time, making copies of the schedules and scripts and so forth. And she's new to the church, new to the film biz, but she's really keen to prove herself. At least that's what the film production thinks. What's actually going on is she's an undercover journalist working for one of the big Hollywood gossip mags, and she's managed to get approval to go undercover into the church, into the film set, in order to prove that one of the stars, Verity... Checking my notes, my good journalist notes. Verity Harrow has actually relapsed on cocaine. At least that's what my editor thinks. The truth is that Amanda is here undercover to infiltrate the church and write an investigative journalist book about all of the underhanded goings on that this organization is up to.
And what does your therapist think?
What's the next
They're still
level?
on the first layer. They've been in therapy for weeks, and they're just on that first layer of the onion.
Yeah.
I've never gotten to the undercover story yet.
The production assistant therapist, or the gossip journalist therapist?
You've got three.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, got to keep them separate.
Amanda's got a lot. Amanda's got a lot going on. How is she coping with keeping
with
all
lots
this
of
straight?
cocaine?
Huh. Cool. I think this might be the first scenario we've ever played where we've had 2 mentions of cocaine in the introduction. So
There's 2 mentions of cocaine in my bio, so that
there
works
he
out
is.
fine. Yeah,
doing good, doing fine.
doing great. But she can stop anytime she wants, so it's not a problem.
Of course not. Of course not. So as a group around the craft table, are you drinking coffees? What are we doing at this point? You this is probably about day 3 of the production being shut down. How does that impact your conversations with each other? How are you feeling?
Amanda is not sitting still. Amanda is like topping up the coffee vats like every 30 seconds, like refilling the donuts, just like waiting for someone to come past and tell her what to do. And until that happens, she's going to keep doing unnecessary things just to get some of that energy out.
I think David. I hate this. And I did this to myself. We could have just not had this character here. This is my bad.
You could have just renamed the character.
I could have done any number of things, and yet I did none of them. David, as I understand it, has been under suspicion of being tied to Verity's absence and has had a number of questionings with police already. I think he's exhausted by the whole affair. He's actually needing to do work now, which is not what he signed on here to do. So I think I'm currently in one of those chairs with my name written across it and then my character's name just under it. I am asleep and I have a sort of cowboy hat or something, which I've picked up because I think it helps me get into character, low down over my head. And I'm trying to sleep, but I'm also regularly checking to see if anyone's looking at me. Or catching my good side as I pose with sort of jawline displayed, or I'll have Blake help me out, make sure I've got the best angles.
And I'll be pattering, just a constant stream of words, never happy to let a silence sit for more than a few seconds. I'm complimenting the crafts table, talking about how amazing it is. The spread's so good. David, you look fantastic over there. Jawline just coming through, loving the hat. And Amanda, I love how you've stocked up these donuts and it's got powdered sugar all around. Just makes it look so delicious, you know? And the table's a little bit sticky if we could deal with that. But you're doing such a fantastic job.
You're a big fan of that powdered sugar that's all over the place.
It's great, you know, because everyone loves it. Like people, ants, everybody. It's fantastic.
Right. Well, Dave, which one is your character? Which one is? Oh man, we did this to ourselves. David, the character.
Yeah.
Somebody is indeed looking at you. There is. You see out of the corner of your eye the next time you kind of crack a little bit. Takrup Singh, who was a producer on the movie, is strolling quickly. If somebody can stroll quickly, there is an air about him of very forced calm. He's strolling, but he's doing it very, very quickly. He's a slightly built man of Indian heritage with a neat little beard, wearing a bright orange shirt, and he's looking a little bit pained, but he's headed your way, and he's going to come straight past the craft table. Tap it a little bit with his finger and go for a donut. It's a very precarious pile of donuts at this point. He's going to swerve around the donut, get some coffee. Right. Are we doing okay? We're doing good? Doing fine. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Well,
Yeah, boss, I think I was hoping you were going to tell us that.
Right. Have you heard from Jared? Have you heard from Woodward?
Not yet, but we're standing by and ready to jump in as soon as something happens.
Oh, does nobody have his phone number? Is it just me? Is it just me who has his phone number?
Oh,
nobody,
yeah,
nobody else? Nobody else can contact him. Nobody else can shoot him a message.
I got his phone number. I can find his phone number, boss. It's somewhere in this one of these papers. I'm gonna make a live use roll to get this phone number.
I mean, of course, he has every right to not be here. I guess the lead actress is not here. He wants to edit. That's fine. If you've heard from him, do let me know. Or if you have a chance in your busy schedules to reach out to him, potentially Blake, maybe.
But Blake was just suggesting that we were about to leave, actually, and go and check ourselves. Blake is me. Never mind. I got mixed up with David. How could I possibly? Yes, no, absolutely. Right away. I was just planning to. You know, I'm sorry I fell behind. I'll get on it. I'll get on it.
Of course, there's nothing unusual out of Jared, and there is nothing to be concerned about. Of course, but if you do happen to see him or hear from him, let me know.
I will let you know right away, and we will smooth this all over. I mean, the production's already going so well that we're just going to smooth over the last bits of it.
Right. And Singh is going to take a sip of his coffee, make it face, and leave it on the table and walk away. You can hear him shouting at somebody in the distance.
Okay. Well, this is great. We've got something really actionable that we can do, and there's something really immediate that we can do to help out. Doesn't that sound great?
Also, if he's looking into the edits at the moment, and we talk to him, maybe we can get my role bumped up, Blake. I mean, if Verity's not here, they need to recut. Maybe they can use what we already have. I mean, I've got some grade A material in there. I just think it needs to be kind of pushed to the fore.
I hear that. I absolutely. Let's get forward. Let's do that. Let's bring it all in together. I don't even think we've seen the best of your material yet. They might want to do reshoots.
They might. I mean, really. I mean, I know it's sort of non-standard, but I could play the guilted. You know, we changed the character around a little bit, but the whole thing works from. If anything, it's probably improved through a male lens, a male's perspective on this experience. We could just change it around a little.
Time's getting away from us, so how about we make a move? We're gonna get a message to Mr. Woodward, or are we gonna head straight over?
Let's.
In the distance, you hear from saying, "Your heads are all empty in the wrong way."
That's fantastic. Well. Listen, let's head straight over. We can send a message on the way. Amanda, you should come along with us. You've got the number in the papers.
Of course.
And do it. We're going to need you. Anyone who can make a cup of coffee so good that people only need to take one sip before they've had enough of it because it's so filling and so great. I mean, we want you with us right away.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it, Mr. Tevis. So, let's make the. Do you want me to drive? I can drive us.
Yeah, and maybe
let's head
round
to
up
the lot.
round up some little snacky numbers as well for when we're on the way.
Oh,
grapes
so full of ideas, Mr. Otero.
Are fine. Anything sugar-free, fine. Lentil chips, fine. You can write these down, or we can just
I'm
go.
writing these down.
All right, great. All right. Let's make a move. Let's make a movie, people. Come on. Let's see smiles. Let's see smiles.
As soon as David walks a few feet away towards the parking lot, I turn to Amanda and go, he doesn't know what sugar is. Just fill a basket with something and get on the move. Come on, let's go. Great job.
All right, I have a basket of misc in 38 seconds flat, and we're getting to a car.
I'm already snacky by the time we're in the car, and I will make sort of grabby hands at
car?
you until you give me something.
Which car are you going to, and where are you intending to go from the vehicle?
I'm a production assistant.
Yeah.
We got a producer here. There'd be like set cars. There'd be like
you've got a couple.
Yeah, they'd be like
You've got
movie,
the,
like studio cars.
Yeah.
We can just take one of those.
Yeah, you've got a corporate car. It's fine. It's good. It's fine.
As we get in the car, and I think we're going to Woodward's. Do we know his address actually, or are we?
Blake definitely does.
Okay.
If they're editing.
Yeah.
Blake
Yes, that's right.
definitely does.
As we're
and Blake, you would also be aware that Jared sets up an editing suite in his apartment when he's on set, when he's on movies. He does not like to have that anywhere else. He's a bit precious about
a bit grabby about it.
where the film is physically, and this is a film shot on 35mm, not digital, so it's physically kept somewhere, and he's a bit precious about where that's kept, and that's quite usual for him.
Okay, well, that'll make sense. So we'll head towards his place. We're going to need Amanda to do some texting kind of stuff, and probably a little bit of production assistant thing. So I will drive.
No, I can do that and drive.
Yeah, great.
I can multitask now. That's a skill I have now. Just in the last few weeks, it's just come out. I can multitask and do a couple of things at once. It works really well.
That is really impressive. But I think I'll take.
Is this sunroof open?
Amanda, is the sunroof open?
A computer use roll.
I guess.
Open the sunroof.
Guess.
I got zeros. I got zero viewers. That's okay. I push every single button until the button switch until the sunroof opens.
Stick my head out like a Labrador.
There's only there's only a finite number.
The seat warmers come on. This is summer in California.
Oh, great.
So as you're kind of driving through the lot, the seats are getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter.
Kind of gross.
You also see something kind of interesting as you're pulling towards the gate. It looks like there's some police cars in the distance rolling towards the lot. There is two marked cars flanking an unmarked car in the middle, and you can see the chief security guard of set, Tom Bollander, who you know quite well, is kind of peering out from the security gate at the entrance. And there is probably other roads out of the soundstage lot, but this is the main gate. And the police cars that are approaching they're visible.
I mean, you think they could be here? They could be here investigating Verity.
No, they're here for me.
Harrow, right?
They're obviously here for me.
David's head.
I want to propose just quickly, Blake. What if we get ahead of this? What if I talk to the police? What if I tell them? Like, what if I get my face out there? I mean, no press is bad press, right?
Yeah, Mr. Altera, if there's anyone who can sweet talk the cops, it'd be you, right? I mean, you're a big star. They know you.
I got a lot of fan amongst the police. I mean, ever since I did Gunblazer 7. I mean, they loved that over there.
Oh, that was the best Gunblazers, Mr. Altera.
The best one. They brought me on. They got way better. Oh, for sure. What do you think, Blake? I'd love to get ahead of this.
Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe.
I'd love to really juice this melon.
Let's go for it. Go for it. All right.
Fill my hands with Sour Patch Kids, and let's get in there.
Let's not go for it. I'm going to drive the car past and just have a little bit of a wave and try and look friendly. How about that?
Amanda, I'm going to open the sunroof again.
Okay.
I open the sunroof. I do what I'm told.
Hello.
Bum's warm. Bum's uncomfortably warm. you cruise out through the gate. Tom, who is the security guard, is kind of peering down the street, looks at you and kind of gives you a wave and a thumbs up. And he looks a little perturbed about the approaching law enforcement. But given that this is a dirt road into the lot and out, everybody's traveling pretty slowly, unless you want to peel out. Although that's probably a bad idea with your lead actor hanging out the roof, waving like the Queen.
So we're stopping to talk to the cops, right?
I think we're genuinely sort of passing by, kind of like as we edge around, there's a little bit of a wave.
You make eye contact with the individual in the passenger seat of the unmarked car, who is kind of peering out through the tint, and he rolls the window down. And it's a heavy-set man with a very square jaw and piercing eyes, kind of looks out at you. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't return your wave.
My grin never falters.
Just looks.
Can I just lean out my window for a second? Can I make a law check, if that's all right? A skill I actually have a little bit of. I'm wondering if we technically like own more of the land than is on the lot, so technically he's seated on private property or something like that. Is there any like legal kind of like trick, like actually you need to be back behind the thing I can do?
What you would know, Blake, is that the church doesn't actually own this soundstage. The owner of this soundstage is a friend of the church, but this whole lot has a few different sound stages on it and is owned by a real estate mogul in Los Angeles who is very close with the church, but is not actually a member. And this is not church property. It is being leased. So unfortunately.
Okay, never mind.
But what I will get you to do, I think, have a look, is I'm just going to get you to make me a. This one's a hard one. This is where we really need the etiquette rules from the Victorian era one. From Regency, yeah. We really need those for pretty much everything, don't we?
I could do a credit rating if you'd like, as a sort of.
I think credit rating's as close as we're going to get. I would very much like one of those from you at this point.
Perfect. Credit rating coming through for a success on a 30, which is.
Woo! You do actually know this individual. You know this is Detective Samuel Numiel, and you know this because this is somebody who works for the LAPD and is familiar with at least one member of your staff, Spencer Schuller, who is not with us at this point, but maybe in future. And there is a fair bit of bad blood between Samuel, between Detective Numier and the church in general. And at least one member of your production in particular. This guy is not a friend of the church. And you do have friends of the church on staff, but this guy is not one of them. No. This is not the guy you really want to be showing up right now.
I whisper out of the corner of my mouth, I don't think this guy's seen Gunblazer 7 as we're pulling past, and he continues to glare at me. But I
roll out my window. I don't think we're getting anywhere with this guy. If you want to say something, you're welcome to, David, but otherwise, I'll...
dick. He's glaring right at me. He's not even waving. He's making this super awkward. All right, I'm going to pretend I see someone across the road. Oh, hey, yeah, I see you. I go back inside the sunroof.
You wave into the distance and head back into the sunroof. The police cars and the detective arrive at the gate, and you can see they're having, when you look back or through the ribbon mirrors, you can see that there is a fairly tense conversation happening with Tom. And it seems like he's trying very hard not to let them in, and he runs back from the gate into the studio as you drive down the road.
Yeah, let's get out of here relatively quickly. As we were going past, could I make a retroactive spot hidden or anything like that? Did they have like? Is there any way we could try and figure out what they were doing, like their stakeout, or why they were here? Get an objective.
I was going to try for the same thing. Like, were they coming to just ask a few more questions? Were they coming to arrest someone?
Did they have
a psychology role?
Capably hold people.
I reckon. Give me a law roll. Anyone who wants to have a think about that in the car can give me a law roll, because it's less a psychology and more of a why
it's
would they be
been 4
here?
days. You know what usually happens at this point in a missing person's case. I have no law.
I have law. I'll make the check as I drive.
Blake's having a think.
Nice.
Hard success.
Blake knows his
Blake,
business.
Adam.
I wish I
Blake
could
and
you're
Ada.
rolling as the wrong character. You're rolling the wrong character.
Oh yeah, you are,
Damn
Jim.
it.
You've got the wrong
Shit.
character.
Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
That's hilarious.
That is,
terrible.
and Spencer's the one they're
Like,
looking
that
for
doesn't
too.
seem right.
Damn it. Okay, going back.
Yeah, I
apologies.
just reroll that law one for me.
Yep.
Oh, well, no, you
the
could-
credit rating would. Okay, I don't have law, but the
You have
credit
no
rating
law.
would have been a 70. So there you go. I would have been fine with a lot of the previous roll that happened.
But the Lord does.
Yeah.
No, you would have been
Fair
fine with
enough.
the credit rating. You would have failed with the law. I mean, if we can take the 13 law, you could spend 8 points of luck.
You can take, yeah, just I wanted to see what your actual score was. I'm happy for you to keep the roll, but I wanted to see what your actual score was.
That's a luck
Yeah.
sheet.
Roll 13 over 5.
You can keep that 13.
In
And
which
if you
case, I'll
wanna
lock
luck
it down.
that
Yeah,
one,
let's take it. I'll give you 8 points of luck to bring that in.
Nice.
Great.
Oh, heck.
Wonderful.
We know, do these pre-gen characters have luck baked in?
I think
They
so.
do.
I've already got
They
luck.
do.
Oh, heck. I got 35. I'm in trouble.
Well, yes. It is that kind of scenario. So with the success on the law roll there, as you kind of trundle down this dirt road towards civilization, Verity's been missing for 3 days. You haven't really heard much from the police. They've interviewed David a couple of times. This has to mean some kind of break in the case. There has to be something. This means they found something. Whether they're here to, it doesn't seem like they're here to arrest somebody, because I mean, as far as anyone knows, she's just missing, right? So there's not really an arrest that can happen at this point. But you think that they must have something to show up here with a detective and beat cops. There's been some kind of break in the case. There's been new evidence discovered. Something's happened.
Okay, that's not good.
We can talk with the security guard when we get back here, though, and we can
That's a
ask
good-
him about what he knows about Verity, or if they found her, or anything like that. I mean, I miss her so much, you know. Just tough.
I know this is tough for you.
tough.
But you've been putting on a real brave face.
Like,
Yeah.
now be a good time to talk about changing up, like, partnerships and like how that's handled, or is this not later?
This is not a good time for that, I think.
All right. Just if we could
yeah.
chat later, that'd be really good.
Yeah,
I just
let's
have
set a time
ideas.
aside.
I'm thinking it's kind of like time for this bird to spread its wings, you know? Like that's where I'm at, you know? It just feels like we're on the up, and let's not get tied to a, you know, let's not, you know.
Sure, but for now, you know, this bird is waiting for its partner to come back.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh man, I miss her. If I'm gonna cycle through radio stations until I find an appropriately heartbroken song, and then blast the hell out.
We've got landslide happening on the radio.
All right. And then we're off to give us the address, Amanda, and we're off to the edit suite.
And I'd be inclined to try to call Mr. Woodward while we're on the way, so that he knows we're on the way. Or like call his personal assistant if I don't have his
And
number.
have the background blaring me all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I may.
You may give Jared Woodward a call. You do know his number. It rings out the first time with no answer. Do you call back?
No, I'll try his personal assistant next. I assume he has one.
Yes. Yeah, he does indeed. He does indeed have one. Let me just have a look. Mhm. She doesn't pick up either.
She doesn't pick up either. All right, I'll send them both a text. Hey.
How many
Hey, Amanda.
Y's?
4 wires.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
That's right.
Jesus.
Mr. Tevis, Mr. Altera en route to the editing suite to check in on the edit.
You get a
Just
message
thought
back.
I'd give you a heads up.
You get a message back from Julia, who is the personal assistant to Jared Woodward. And it's all caps. And she says, on set, cops here, question mark. Singh losing his shit. So she was back there, so she's not with Jared at
Yeah,
the
of
moment.
course.
which makes sense if he's kind of shut himself away in his apartment. The only way that anyone's really going to be able to get messages to and from him is through her. So she's probably back and forthing a little bit and sending messages. You do get a message from Jared Woodward back. No.
Interesting. No.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, step one, to Julia. Oh yeah, we saw them on the way out. Let us know if they ask about Mr. Otera or Mr. Tevis.
No response to that one, but
excellent. That's fine. Do I get a scene? Tick.
Tick.
I'll take the red tick. No, the scene. Like, did Julia see the message? Scene.
Oh yeah. You get a scene.
Excellent.
You get it delivered and then a scene.
All right.
You get left on red.
That's fine. She's a professional. She's busy, just like me. And they'll say to the car at large, Mr. Woodward just says no.
Oh,
what should I say?
Don't respond. We'll just go. That's fine.
Did you leave him? Don't open the message so that we don't.
Oh
see
no,
it.
I read it. He's seen that I read it.
Give it to me. I'll talk to him. Let me talk to him.
Okay.
Oh, he didn't answer the call. He just wanted a text.
I'll text. Let me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, David, stop touching your face. You'll give yourself wrinkles.
I'm
so pleased.
That's what I'm worried about is the wrinkles because that filler shit you gave me isn't working. And look, I look 100.
Stop touching it.
I look hideous. I look fucking awful. Jesus Christ. I haven't slept in 3 days, Blake, because these goddamn police are breathing down my neck, all right? My whatever's missing, and now I gotta, single-handedly save this film. So yeah, I'm gonna get wrinkles, huh? I'm gonna get wrinkles. So
it's a lot of stress.
Yeah, it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress, and maybe a massage on the way back.
Fantastically.
Thank you so much. Yeah, great.
Here's the phone, Mr. Otera, and here's an extra message app I use. It you can draft things out, suggest some changes for you. You can put your rough drafts in there, put any thoughts you have. Really, it's a little bit like a journal in mini. I think it's quite useful. See if you like it.
Sure, yeah. Blake, idiot.
Amanda,
write that in.
Are you trying to get?
I'll get anything I can. Yes.
Yeah, David, to basically.
If David wants to put down some of his thoughts into this little notes app that's next to the messages, then that's fine with me.
I didn't even pick up on that. I genuinely thought you were trying to protect him from messaging something bad to the director and gave him a notes app to cover it. I was like, Amanda, brilliant move.
He's good. I think what you get is it's a lot of me.
Fast talk roll from you at this point, Amanda. You didn't just give him you're trying to get him to. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, Dave was going to let me get away with it.
I think what you get is a lot of me practicing.
But whether or not Blake picks up on it, whether or not anyone else in the car goes.
I mean, Jim literally did not pick up on it.
No, Jim literally did.
Smarter than me.
Yeah,
that's fine,
Blake knows what's up.
Anyway,
Jim may
not on
not,
this occasion.
Blake probably does. But not on this occasion. No, it's seamless. It's smooth. And in fact, you probably do shoot her a thankful look. This is the key jangling that you normally do. It's like, oh, you've got games on your phone.
He's got games on your phone. I'm clearly practicing my crying face for when people mention Verity. So it's a lot of photos. It's like short videos of me weeping and then snapping back to neutral, smiling because I see myself in the camera, admiring myself, frowning at wrinkles, back to practicing sobbing. It's a clear display of a person who doesn't have normal emotions and kind of puts out whatever he thinks will be received. It's kind of a bit like seeing the lizard face come off as I'm practicing.
Dave. We've all seen the Tom Cruise Oprah interview.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't got to explain nothing to us.
Exactly.
We've seen this before.
And then I fire off a message to Woodward saying, it's like, hey Jay.
How many Ys?
Just one. Keeping it tight. Hey Jay, shaka sign. Looking forward to seeing that Ed. That's short slang for edit. And then a picture of me holding the phone and going like this into it, but in a cool way. I'm I'm looking at him this guy, this fella. And then I'm gonna hold it so that if he responds, Amanda doesn't see it. So that if he says no, we're still going. And I'll give you the phone back when we arrive.
All right.
Because I want to go there regardless.
Just incriminating.
Do you put any of your deepest thoughts and fears into the journal app?
I think there's footage of the lizard, kind of gross looking footage of this person revealing his kind of true face a bit.
Okay.
But I don't think
Oh,
I don't think I unload thoughts in. Not yet.
That's how David journals, just like sets record and makes spaces. That's fine.
Fair. After sending that message off with a picture of you basically headed to the apartment, the phone rings.
Shit!
And it's Jared. Jared is calling you.
Should I answer? Or is it for you?
Dave still
I
has
think
the
it's for
phone.
me. It's for me. It's me. Yeah, everyone...
Okay.
J-Man.
We can put on. Do you want to put on speaker?
How do you put it on speaker? How do you...
Hi.
Press the speaker.
Yeah, are you putting it on
I put
speaker?
it on
Trying to
Yeah,
put
I got it on
okay.
speaker. Hey, Jay,
Hi.
you're on
Yeah.
speaker.
Great. Yeah, great. Awesome. You don't need to come here. I'm just deep in. Can you make a listen roll for me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
All of us?
Whomst.
All of you. Yeah, we're on speaker. All of you.
Psychology?
Listen.
Heck you.
Success in the listen.
Yeah, hard success.
I'm looking at myself in the rearview mirror.
Yeah. Okay,
Hard
so
success.
Blake and Amanda. Well, Blake,
Makes
hear
sense.
something. You hear something in the background of the. It sounds like static, maybe in the background of the call. Like it's a really bad connection. Like his voice sounds clear though, so it can't be the connection. But there's something in the background of it. Amanda, to you, it sounds like the ocean.
Is he not at home?
It's like the beach.
I don't know, but it sounds like waves crashing on cliffs almost. It's but it could come across as static, I guess, but it sounds definitely like heavy surf crashing against rocks
Interesting.
in the background of the call.
What-
But Jared just called back and he's talking to us. Hey, don't worry about. There's nothing to show yet. I'm doing the best I can with it, but I really just need to focus.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
get that. We were Mr. Woodward. We were hoping to come over because it was. Who was the producer?
Sing.
Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh really wanted, just to tell him that we've seen something.
To Crope, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, if we can just like take a look, then we'll be able to make him happy. You see?
I don't think anyone can make him happy.
Well, we'll give it our best shot. And if anyone can, I know it's Mr. Otera's winning smile here.
So full of woe, but might still be better off than the rest of us. Huh?
Okay, look.
We're doing. I'm real deep in it, and I just gotta. He's got these odd pauses as though he's just real distracted, almost skittish, but like he's really struggling to think of what to say to you here.
All right, listen, J-Man, we're gonna be there soon. We're just gonna talk through the edit. I got a lot of ideas, strong pitches.
Don't.
Bird spreading its wings, am I right? Bird spreading its wings. Listen, we will see you real soon. Chat about it in person. Love you. And I hang up.
Nice.
He's fine. He gets like this. We'll just head over there. It's not an issue.
Well, there was some noise in the background of the call there. It sounded like some waves. Sounded like the ocean. Is Mr. Woodward a surfer, a swimmer? Maybe he's not at home. Maybe he's gone to his quiet place, beach somewhere or something.
I would bet you money that he is sequestered away somewhere with Verity, wasting time. This is causing all kinds of problems.
If they're doing
Surely not.
reshoots and they're giving her a bigger role, Blake, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, we're heading right there to sort this out. I understand.
Well, no, I'm saying, what if he's not there? Is there a beach that he knows about? Is there a beach he goes to often? Does anyone know this man?
We're in Los Angeles. There's beaches.
I might wait until if I can wait until David maybe for a second seems to lose interest and look at something. I just kind of lean over and I'll whisper to Amanda. They've probably got a hotel room somewhere, if you know what I mean.
Oh. Hey, well, what do? We start at the house anyway?
Start at the house.
All right.
Figure it out from there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Something else twinges in, not gossip journalist Amanda, but investigative journalist Amanda. I believe did Woodward say that Singh has a lot of woes?
Church terminology for
Yes.
you are full of woe. That means you're just burdened down. You're worried by things. You need to have what the church Shunyata calls an emptying session, where you empty your woes. That's basically his way of saying, he's not. And that you would know by now that Singh is not really into the church. Like
he
joined as a member.
He is a member though.
He's a member. He is a member. He joined mostly to maintain his professional working relationship with Jared.
Interesting.
And he's really just not he's not really down with it.
All right, glad I picked up on that.
And he's pretty open about that. And he makes it pretty clear. As soon as he gets stressed, he tends to
director, not a producer.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's a long-term, he's a producer and he's a long-term co-worker of Jared Woodward. So he's very keen to keep his professional relationship with Jared continuing, but is a little bit exasperated with the whole church thing.
Whereas Jared's been a member of the church for like yonks, right? Like he's deep in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deep.
He's full strength.
Yeah.
All right, good. Let's get to the house.
Yeah, so you're heading towards West Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard, so right in the middle of the city, towards an apartment building with a lovely penthouse apartment at the very top, which is where Jared Woodward lives. And he set up his own editing suite in the spare room because he is pretty precious about what happens to his film prior to it being released.
Excellent. Let's get in.
Yeah.
Map right now.
Right.
There is a concierge desk. There is uniformed staff at the concierge desk. Would any of you visit him regularly?
Maybe.
I don't think I would.
As an assistant, like quick, go back to the apartment, pick up this thing that we need.
Julia normally does that. His
Yeah,
PA.
course.
And you are pretty new to the church, so I think you'd have to.
That's fair.
I'd need like a retroactive hard charm roll to kind of ingratiated yourself enough.
Yeah.
Did Jared used to be cooler? Like did he used to like hang out and party a little bit, or was he always a bit of a tight ass?
He was always an indie kid, so he was never like. Sorry, Amanda. He was never like your sort of.
I see.
Not somebody who you'd normally run with, unfortunately.
Okay,
but you know, make me. You know what, Dave? Make me a psychology roll.
I'm all over it. Come on, David. That's a success.
That's
Nice.
Good. Great. Awesome. You know what? He was never like your type of person, but the dude is uptight now. Like this guy, it was never cool. Let's be honest. It was never cool in the way that you're cool, right? But it was never this much of a killjoy, really.
He's sunk into it a bit.
Yeah, he's even less cool now, and yeah, you really just think that maybe this is not the right director for you at the end of the day, and you're gonna do your best on this film anyway. But you
should get Scorsese. Blake,
Woodward
write that down.
Might be past his prime.
Scorsese. Gotcha.
Can I fire out a spot hidden as we come in, just to see if I can check any cop cars, particularly?
For sure.
If they're there, I'm not seeing them.
You're on Hollywood Boulevard in West Hollywood. It is busy. You are lucky to find a park. And you know what? The only reason you do find a park is because parking fines are only punishment for poor people. And you can
That's true.
Hold it up.
All right.
Put the hazards on.
So we park and we try to get buzzed up.
Yeah, you head into the building. There's concierge at the desk. They're all uniformed. It's a very nice apartment building. The person at the desk at the moment is a middle-aged man with a salt and pepper mustache and kind of big sad eyes that look on you pretty intelligently to begin with. And on his name tag reads Manny.
All right, I'm gonna try fast talk here.
Don't visit him regularly. You don't recognize him, and he doesn't recognize you.
That's okay. I've seen his name tag, so I go, "Hey, Manny, how you doing? Oh, it's so good to see you again. Hey, listen, we just want to get up and see Mr. Woodward. It's pretty urgent. There's some stuff happening down at the lot. You don't mind if we head up? Mr. Otero, you can vouch for us. That's for sure.
I don't think I know you. I don't think I don't think
No.
I've seen you before.
But you
Oh,
know
Jerry,
me, right?
yeah.
Mr. Woodward has been very insistent he is not to be disturbed.
Oh yeah, no, I know. He probably missed me. You know, all the crowds coming in and out all the time with Mr. Woodward and the film folks going in and out. Sorry, it's Amanda. You remember from the last time I was here. And hey, Mr. Otera is quite keen to say hello to his director. I think Mr. Woodward would like the nice surprise.
Fast talk me with, and you can have a bonus die because you do have the film star with you.
24 hard success.
Nice.
Hard success. Manny looks at you.
Thank you
raises an
for
eyebrow.
dazzling him.
Looks over at Ortega. Carts his eyes
the
to
flesh.
Travis, who
I know.
he knows of at the very least as somebody who works in the same department as the church's legal counsel. Not somebody he wants to get on the bad side of. Rolls his eyes and I'll call him at the very least.
Oh, you can
so
just
much.
Thank you, man.
Can I leap in at that and say, we can just go right up. I'd try to just appear disarming. I want to try and angle for a charm if it's possible, or like, don't worry about it. We don't want to make a hassle for you. It'd be a big deal. We'll just go right up to speak to him. It's okay.
Manny shakes his head and calls the lift down for you.
Yes. Okay, fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Be it on your head. He said not to be disturbed.
I'm
I
gonna.
really appreciate it. We'll just be in and out. We won't disturb him at all. It's
Hey, look, anything goes wrong, Manny, wasn't your fault. Don't worry about it.
We were never here, and I autograph a headshot for him and pass it across.
He looks down and he doesn't seem to want to touch it. He's like,
That's for you.
Do you autograph a headshot, or do you do like the more modern thing of just like forcing him to pose for a selfie? Just like
Oh
get him
yeah, actually that's way
Oh,
funny.
snap.
Yeah, 100%. I'm like, hey
Yeah.
man, we were never here. I turn around, take a selfie with him. It's on my phone. Thank you
and
so
then you
much.
guys stop there, but how do I airdrop
How do
it?
I-
I gotta airdrop that to you. Open
You
up
know
your
what?
airdrop.
It'll be on my Instagram. Well, it won't be, but you
the
know,
liftings.
that's where it would be. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I don't push
All right,
these
let's
buttons.
get to the lift.
Someone,
Nailed it.
Head up.
someone push
Perfect. No notes.
And we have the floor, right? We know penthouse.
Yes, it is the penthouse, so you just go straight to the top, which is why Manny had to call the lift for you. You cannot get up there in the lift without a swipe key or unless concierge
This
sends the
is
lift up.
That
for
was
you.
lucky. I did
Wanky.
have a brief glance at my stealth skill. Lucky we didn't try.
Yeah. So the doors of the elevator open on a short corridor, ending into white double doors that lead into the penthouse itself.
Hey, really quickly, Alex, just as we're going, I've got my phone out. As we're going through it, I'm idly just scrolling through stuff. If I open my messages between me and Verity, I think they're a bit more transparent about our relationship. I think they're pretty transactional. Like, hey,
I'd
when
say
are
so.
you here? We need to be at lunch at 2, kind of like so we can be seen together. What is my, do I have anything from her? Like, I'm in the back of a truck. Help. Like, is there any, as I go through that? Or is it kind of like,
the first time you've thought to check
I've probably
this?
thought of it, yeah.
No, the last message you have from her is remember, no dinner tonight.
And
I've
then I
got a
know.
scene to film late. Maybe lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Somewhere
And I just
public,
sent, like,
question
a-
mark.
And I just had like a thumbs up or whatever. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I looked through it, and I think I am a little concerned. I'm gonna fire across a text to Sing and just say, what did the police want?
Mhm.
And I'll check that later. See if he responds.
Okay.
Also, not a particularly good look that you haven't texted her since she went missing. You know what I mean? Like if your messages would have been subpoenaed.
I pull it back up and I go, Verity, where are you? I sent that.
Don't worry.
And then I said, and it's a selfie of me going, babe.
Perfect.
It says, babe, come home.
So you're doing all
Now
this.
it's believable.
Now
Out
I'm
of the
out.
lift,
I
out the door.
well, look, listen. You know, that bet is made. I would advise you. I have 70 in media manipulation. I advise you not to do that. Let's
Is that true?
search this place.
Is that true? Is that a
I
skill?
do. I have 70.
I love that.
That
in media manipulation.
fully rules.
And of
That-
course,
yes,
it's
how
an
good is
art and
that?
craft.
It's art and craft.
That's
It's
hilarious.
definitely craft. Whether or not it's art
It's
is
crafty.
probably point of debate.
All right, come on. Once we're up in the penthouse looking at the outside, I'll just say, let's just be a little quiet. I mean, he knows we're coming, but there's no need to make more noise than we need to. I'll check the front door if I can.
We might open straight.
It's locked. It's extremely locked.
Okay.
None of you would have a key, unfortunately.
Just knock?
It's a knock. Actually, wait. I'm just gonna do a quick flower pot check. I mean, I know where I just check around to see if there's a spare. I guess maybe it's not out of the question, because considering you need a key card to get up here, it might be kind of safe to leave a spare key outside.
Yeah, for sure. I like that as well.
Sorry, I rolled before confirming.
Yeah, it's put in, but there is nothing in here.
Yeah,
nothing in this particular corridor where you would actually hide one. There's no welcome mat. There's no plot plans. It's a very minimalist, clean aesthetic here.
Okay.
Like, have you displayed the ability to like you are a bit of like a fixer? Am I right in understanding that? Like, would you have just in the past, when like I've been locked out, like just get me into my when I come back, I'm pissed drunk and you need to get me home and I don't know my keys. Have you like picked locks before or broken things down? Like, would I be aware of that?
No,
skill?
I am a fixer, but it's more of the I
Social
know
media.
a guy kind of thing.
Okay,
I don't have the doer skills as much as the spinner skills.
I did before we knock. I did when we were playing in Gunblazers. I've already forgotten the name. Whatever, 7.
Dandaka Trails.
There's a scene where I had to kick a door in, and we did a lot of training for that. You know, I was with martial arts, rigorous, 2 days a week, mornings, half an hour a piece. I was training this. It was really hardcore. If I could probably give it a shot, I reckon I could go straight through. I'm actually worried I might punch a hole through the next door.
Let's try knocking first, and if we get no answer, we might have to.
Gunblaze it. All right.
With a lack of other suitable skills to get through this door, I'm all for this plan.
All right. I will try knocking.
You knock pretty loudly, knowing that he is in the editing suite and he will be kind of
Headphones
editing
on.
things. Are you giving it a good hard smack? You start banging on the door. Dave, you're still kind of fritzing with your phone, taking selfies, sending to Verity. While you're doing that, you do feel the phone buzz. You've got a message back from Sing.
Oh, the Sing song man.
You open it up and it says, cops claim to have found remains.
Oh!
Get back here. Bring Jared.
They found Verity. They found
They
Verity.
claim to have found remains.
Like, they found Verity.
She's okay?
No, she's dead. Remains. That's way after fact. Also, they didn't, like, that means, like, pieces. Like,
No.
pieces. This
They're
is
looking
bad.
at you to do
I was not with her.
identification.
I didn't
They
send
don't know
text. They're gonna...
anything.
I mean, if anyone pins this on me, if anyone even tries to make this look close to me, Blake, understand?
Don't worry. They
Free bird,
can't be
like,
valid
free
identification.
bird.
The police can say whatever they want. It's not. You relax. Amanda, you've got a line to Jared, right? Tell him if he doesn't come out right now, I'm going to set off every fire alarm in the building, and I'll light a lighter and like point it towards the smoke detectors.
Let me call him again.
Like, do you actually have a look at the message that Sing sent? Because all Sing said was they claim to have found remains.
Okay.
Dave was
probably
freaking
don't
out a bit,
because I'm
but
just like,
yes.
but I will within a few seconds.
I do
Yeah.
show it to you. I hold it out.
Yes, the message says they claim to have found
Claim to.
remains. Are trying to search the set. Come back, get back here, bring Jared.
They can't go in my trailer. Legally, they cannot go in my trailer. They cannot look under my bed, and they definitely can't open that box. I send that to him. And then I will help with.
Mm-hmm. So you've got a lighter out, ready to fire alarm the building.
Yep.
Amanda, are you giving?
Yeah, we'll call Jared first. Call Woodward first.
Mm-hmm. He picks up.
Hey, Mr. Woodward, we're here outside your door. We really got to come in. The situation's changed a bit down at the set, so we got to pick you up and bring you back down.
You're here?
Yeah.
No, I can't come out. I can't come out. I can't come out. Just.
Oh, yeah.
She won't let me go. I can't come out.
Huh? Who won't let you?
What is it, the set? She's changed at the set. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Mr. Woodward.
Hear the wind and the breaking surf in the background.
Yeah, Mr. Woodward. Where are you?
I'm editing as I have to do.
Oh yeah,
As she's making me do. It's still doing
Who's making you? Who's making you do? That?
She is.
And by she you mean, of course.
She is. I can't come out.
Tell him to open the door. Tell him to open the door now.
And you shouldn't come in here.
I'm in trouble.
Me,
David Otero.
Yeah, we're all really worried here, Mr. Woodward. If you open the door, things gonna get a lot easier real fast. You know, I promise. You just let us help you. Look, we're here. We're here to. We're on your essentially we're on your payroll here, Mr. Woodward, and we're here to help. We're here to make things easier for you. So that's what we're gonna do.
Amanda, use your outside voice.
Oh, that's what we're gonna do. I was going for persuade, but not that persuasive.
Well,
I mean, I'm lying because I'm actually not in his payroll. I'm not here to help.
well, I mean, you are getting paid for your job.
That's
so
true.
You technically
Yeah, you got me
are.
there.
You can go either a persuade, or I suppose if you tell him what's going on at the set,
Yeah.
you might be able to swing an intimidate.
Do I have intimidate? I doubt it. I do not. I got a little bit more intimidate than charm, that's for sure, and persuade.
Because at this point, you've told him that things have changed on set, and he's just kind of, things have changed. It's funny.
Oh, come on, Mr. Tevis, are you any better at this?
Look, I'll take. I have no skills for it, so I'm gonna roll.
Okay, well, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh no, hey. Who's got the highest skill? Let's assist. What do you got?
Okay. Yeah, open the door.
I got yeah, okay, well let's yeah, I'll go for that. I'll go for Mr. Woodward. Listen, we've heard the police are down there at the set, and they're not too happy.
What?
So they really got to see everyone down the set, and I think they're gonna make some trouble for us if we don't. So I'm really sorry, but we got to get you down there.
The police are at the set, and his tone immediately shifts.
Yeah, that's it. You see the trouble we're in, and we really don't want to be in any more trouble. And this is probably the best way to reduce the amount of trouble is if you come with us. Yeah, so you open the door and let us in.
Burn the set for the basalt cliffs, and he hangs up the phone.
What the fuck?
What? Burn the set?
Burn the set for the basalt cliffs.
Fuck that.
Or the basalt cliffs. Is that a set? That's like a set piece for the movie?
It's one of the sets in the soundstage. It's a kind of a green screen setup with like your Disneyfied sort of plasticky cliff setup that is going to look great once they put CGI in it.
But not if we burn it down first, which he wants us to do.
David, you need to smoking gun 5 that door right now.
You look around and David is not there. Instead, there's Gun Thunder Cop standing in the doorway. Thick brows, heavy set demeanor, and he says, "They've got my kids!" And I run for the door.
Okay,
I'm gonna try and kick it open. Come on, Gun Thunder Cop. Get him! Oh, I've actually got quite high strength. I didn't realize that.
Wait, yeah, you're
Accidentally.
an action star.
They've got my kids!
You're almost 90 in strength. I guess you're like...
You're an action star, I guess.
Suddenly I've revised you to like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in my head, you know?
No, I want to be a
he
weedy
lives,
little
bro.
dick. Oh, this sucks.
But
He's like a nugget of a man, right?
Yeah.
He's at that level where the studio is paying for his personal trainer, his
100%.
nutritionist, there's
There's
any other
steroids
additives that he
whenever I'm not
needs.
looking.
Yeah, the door, the lock cracked, so it's like you haven't like fully shouldered the door in, but the lock is cracked enough that maybe with a little bit of, I reckon give it one more and it'll go.
Back up.
Together, go!
And I go, "They've got
And
my
you can get
other
an assist
kids!"
from somebody if somebody else is pushing on this one.
Someone else want to roll? Sorry?
Yeah, I'm happy to give you an assist.
roll once
one
more.
more strength and yeah, give us another strength roll with a bonus dice on this
Come on,
one.
baby.
Because you've hecked
All over it.
Yeah, it bursts inward. Both the doors burst inward, and what comes wafting out is the stale smell of old abandoned food deliveries, vodka, BO, soiled clothes. It smells bad. And the lights are all off inside.
Oh, heck. I open a window.
Wait.
You open a window, there is no windows in the corridor.
Also, I trust Amanda implicitly, so I just say, document everything. Get your smartphone out, film it all, send it to both of us.
Yeah, good idea. I snap lots of photos, take lots of notes.
I take a moment to come back into myself.
It's very dark inside.
And lights on.
Grand.
Hey, Alexa, turn on the lights. Oh, I'm sorry for anyone who's watching the stream on
sorry.
speakers.
Yeah, dangerous.
My bad.
Call the police.
Have any of you been to Jared Woodward's apartment before?
I think there's a chance I might have. I think maybe a luck
Yes.
roll, Alex.
I was hoping so.
Yeah, I reckon everyone can give me a luck roll.
See where the party takes me.
No, 2 new, Amanda. David, definitely, that makes
did
sense.
succeed.
And
You want one from me as well?
if yeah, give us a luck roll. Just see if you've been there before. Okay, no, it's only
nice.
David, which does make sense. Amanda, you're just too new. Blake, you try and give the stars a little bit of distance. You know, try and let them have a bit of privacy. But David has no such kind of compunctions about invading people's privacy and has definitely just shown up here a few times. Especially trying to improve your career and get in the director's good graces. So you do know which room in the apartment is the editing suite.
Oh, okay. Yep.
As you come inside, it's really dark and dingy here. There's a little bit of light coming through the closed curtains. If you flick the switch, it seems like the bulbs have been taken out of the overhead lights, but you can open the curtains if you would like to do so.
Yeah, I'll open things up, air it out a little bit. I'll say the editing suite's down through there. Listen, he might be a little hostile, given the door and everything. So
He also might not be here. We gotta check.
Oh,
yeah, we can't go back to the set without saying we checked everywhere.
okay.
Just also, because we talked about I've practical skills. Although I've never picked a lock, I have wrestled you into your bed or whatever, or your chair when you're drunk a few times. That's
I love
the one
fighting
skill
when
I
I'm
have.
drunk. It's like my favorite thing. Come on, you son of a bitch. Come on.
Is that a
makes
skill on your sheet? Drunken wrestling?
No,
handling?
I just have
I
good
don't
balls,
have
is
it
what I
on,
was
so-
getting at. So
There you go.
I'm also gonna
yes.
just on the thing of someone mentioned. I don't know if David was aware of it when it was mentioned, but the idea of Verity being here, also Verity being with him. Again, I'm not actually that attached to her. It's a contract thing. I think I'm gonna go check the bedroom and just see if she's around. I'm gonna be going Verity. Actually, no, sorry. I think she's dead. They just found her remains. Never mind.
Yeah, Amanda's going slow and steady, just like taking photos and filming everything.
Yeah,
turn
and
to
there
the
is
suite
so
with
much to
Blake,
film here.
In enough
Amanda.
detail that she can review it later.
Oh yeah, this is good for you, Amanda, because as when the curtains open, all this place is gross. There are piles of dirty clothes on the floor. It looks like he's been living on food delivery, vodka, and cocaine, because there is just like a white patina of dust over the coffee table with a couple of cut lines and a sizable bag of cocaine and a half-rolled $100 bill on the coffee table. It smells bad. It looks worse. And you are filming all of it.
I'm gonna be filming, and then when the camera's over here, I'm gonna look if there's a small clean bag that no one would notice was missing.
There's just the one large bag of cocaine, unfortunately.
Put it loose in your
All right,
pocket.
I respect.
Everyone's pretty distracted. I mean, Dave's headed off to the bedroom. Blake, what are you up to?
I'm searching the place basically, and if I get indicated by David that the edit suite is here, bedroom is here, I rush to whatever the important thing to search is.
Yeah,
but in
edit
generally,
suite.
I'm just checking the place.
Yeah, and this isn't really a very open plan apartment. It's a little bit of an older one, with a balcony that is separate, the kitchen separate. It's all kind of sectioned off, rather than your kind of irritating large glass open plan things. It's a lot more of a traditional style home. So yeah, you can be, if you're looking around, you won't be in the same room as Amanda. And if Dave's, you know what, you can make me a sleight of hand if you would like, Amanda.
I won't go for the big bag. I won't go for the big.
You don't have a bunch of loose dime bags in your pocket.
Ooh.
Just a little reload.
Yeah, if I do, I can do like a little scoop. Yeah.
Luck me.
Because here's the thing, I can stop anytime I want, Alex.
Yeah,
so you have to understand, I don't need to do this. It's like I can leave it there if I want to.
A luck or a spot hidden, whichever one you prefer. Luck to see if you've got one on you, or spot hidden to see if he's got any like empty bags that you can kind of just do a siphon.
Just gonna have to do it
That's
straight
fine,
from the
because I
source.
can stop. I didn't need it.
Yeah, no, you didn't need it. You didn't need it.
That's fine.
A little on the gums.
Yeah, no.
You can stop whenever you like.
No.
Yeah. So it's fine.
Yeah.
You didn't need it.
No. Yeah.
That does make me think, though, Amanda. How much have you got left on you? I'll take credit. I'll take a credit check or a luck check for this one.
Credit. Wanted to give.
No, I my luck is higher, but credit rating is better. So I'm going to go for the credit rating. I think that's more appropriate.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all right.
You're fine. You don't need this. I mean, you can stop anytime. You can stop anytime,
I can
right?
stop because I got enough.
Yeah, but also you've got enough. But it
also
doesn't
don't
matter.
need
You
any.
can stop.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's tempting because you're sure that Woodward, I mean, he's the director, right? Stuff he has must be primo.
And obviously he doesn't need it right now. Because he's probably not even here. But I don't need it either. So it's fine.
So it's fine.
I don't need it.
It's fine. It's good. It's fine.
It's
and
good.
you know what? It's on the video now, so it'd be weird if you took it. And...
Oh, that'd be so weird. Yeah.
So whilst you're just standing here kind of contemplating the bag,
it's just completely still.
And also, it's on video too. It's just pointing at a wall, and you're kind of going for a while.
Heavy breathing.
Heavy breathing.
Yeah, you're breathing heavily over
and
this
feeling
bag
you
of
patting
cocaine.
your pockets and going, okay, still there.
It's better than the pan, the hesitate, the pan away, and then
yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. All right, at some point after this reverie, I'll get back to work.
Yeah, but while you are contemplating the bagging, David, you find the bedroom. It's probably the cleanest room in the place. It looks like it has not been used in weeks. Definitely not in the last week. Probably not in the whole time you've been filming.
Okay.
Heck.
Yeah. All right. I have a little bit of a root around. I'm just snooping, but otherwise I'll head back and I'll join Blake at the editing suite when I.
If I pass by the bedroom, is there any kind of evidence of like two people sleeping in the bed? Is there two sets of pillows? Is there anything like that?
No.
Okay.
It does not look like it's been used at all recently. Even the couch doesn't look slept on. The couch looks covered in empty fast food. And in fact, even though Jared's only locked himself in here for a couple of days since Verity went missing, it looks like he's been living like this the whole time that you've been filming. Like this is the kind of trash that has to accumulate over a matter of weeks, not days.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's check the edit suite.
Should we do it?
Man, it's just gonna be taking a time to just film everything real slow. As I said, in enough detail that I can come back to it later.
So you've still got the camera rolling. Cool.
Yeah, that should have no negative implications. That'll be fine.
That'll be totally fine. It'll be excellent. So Dave, you know where the editing suite is, and as expected, the door is closed, and I'll get a listen roll from, I think, Amanda and Blake, who suspect he's not here.
Okay.
And Dave as well, if this is something that you're interested in doing, but you two already suspect.
I'm just gonna head over
here,
and open the door as soon as.
Yeah.
I'll let them do the list in case anyone stops me.
Yeah. You pause at the door. There is no sound at all from behind it. There's no whirring of computers, or there's no clacking of film canisters. There's nothing. In the pause, this dingy, gross apartment is silent. was completely silent except for the sounds that you were making.
Great. Kind of weird to make a listen roll then. Right?
You would have expected to hear something behind the door if he was here.
Yeah, I mean, that tracks. Let's just get in there.
Let's take a look at the edit. Let's take a look at the edit. I'll open it.
Okay, so you put your hand on the door handle, and it is freezing cold to the touch, almost cold enough that you pull back.
What the
and
hell?
is covered in frost when you touch it.
What the
That's
hell?
weird.
Why is it cold? Blake? Why is that cold?
I'll hammer on the door. I mean, if there's any chance he's in there, he's got to get out now. Because I'll yell, yell, Jared, come out now, and I will just grab it, endure the cold, and rip the door open if I can.
When you do knock on the door, your knuckles rap on the wood of the door completely soundlessly. Although the wood feels normal on your knuckles, there is no sound emanating from it when you knock. It is a completely silent knock to all of you. Can I get a sanity roll from all of you?
What the devil?
It makes no sound when the door is knocked.
That's pretty cool.
That's spooky. I'm spooked.
Come on, David.
I am more spooked than I should be.
You're pretty spooked. So David and Blake, you know what? You're pretty focused on getting this film production going. You're fine, no sanity loss. Amanda, you're going to take 1 point. Just a little tickle, just a tickle. Just tickle. Because as part of this investigation that you've been doing, you're investigating the church, not the people in it. And you're doing this because weird shit has happened around the church. And you didn't really believe it, but hey, maybe you're starting to believe some of those weirder stories. You're
What
uncomfortable.
weird stories are we talking about here?
Just,
Enlighten me.
some of the teachings of the church seem a little bit. Some people claim that there are links to the occult, that there are influences of things that are not necessarily religious and in nature, things that are more
Alien?
dangerous than that. And it's always been something you've disregarded. But as Blake raps on the editing suite door and his knuckles make no sound, maybe a small piece of you begins to wonder.
I'm going to swing my camera around and fix it on that door for whatever happens next.
After your little tickle.
Think.
That's right.
Who's opening the door? Are you opening the door?
Blakeinator.
Blakeinator?
Yep, that's me.
The double Blakeinator? This is the time.
Blakeinator.
If there was ever a
Cheers.
time for the double Blakeinator.
I get one
Blake.
Blakeinator, I get the second Blakeinator, I wrap him around the door handle, I open it.
The door's unlocked. And the room is dark, like black, dark. Like the night sky. And like the night sky, there are some twinkling lights. Which, could be from editing equipment deep in the room. It feels like the room might be a little bit longer than it could be. You know what? It's dark in here. It could be anything.
Can I
The
whip out?
cold air is blowing out of this room, not drifting out like from an air conditioner, but blowing out of this room. And there's a smell of ozone of the sea.
What?
It tracks with what we heard. Can I whip out my phone, turn on the flashlight, and kind of step inside, see if I can?
The flashlight on the phone does not penetrate the darkness.
Oh,
It remains dark.
heck.
But you step inside.
I pass my sanity check. I assume this is movie magic in some way. Like that just sort of goes into my head. Like
That's what
we're
we're
in the
making it.
world of special effects. I'm probably not ready to accept that there's something else, so I will step inside. Yes.
I'm gonna walk in as well, and I'm gonna call out for James.
Your voice echoes, David. Echoes quite a bit.
What?
But there's no response. So you step inside also.
When they step inside, do they just disappear into the darkness? Is it that kind of thing? Can I still see
you can
them?
still see the outline of them, but they do. The darkness in there seems to be darker, quicker than it should be a couple of steps in. But they don't disappear, but they do become, murky, hidden in shadow.
Amanda chooses life. Amanda chooses
Amanda's not going in.
not to step in just kind of get somewhat close to that door so I can kind of film what's going on and film whatever's about to happen. But Amanda is not convinced yet that she needs to be inside that room.
Yeah, look, fucking reasonable, actually. Blake and David, you're no longer in the editing suite. You're on the set of the Basalt Cliffs, except it's not a set anymore. The set can be seen, or what you recognize to be the set, can be seen about 100 yards ahead. And there's Woodward. He's kneeling on the black stone, and there is a woman in front of him who you don't recognize. She's tall and slender, with long dark hair and a floor-length black dress that seems to have sequins or beads embroidered on it that twinkles slightly. Woodward's head is lowered, and he's sobbing. It sounds like he's begging. You can't quite hear what he's saying. You can't make it out, but it's his shoulders shake, and his face is a mask of despair. Sanity rolls, please.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just to confirm, this is not Verity. This does not look like Verity, or it does.
No.
Okay.
Verity is blonde, classic kind of girl next door good looks.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Not great.
Woodward, we need to talk about my contract.
Nothing for you, David. You were too simple to. This is movie magic.
boy.
You're doing good, doing fine. Blake, movie magic isn't really cutting
Has
it
a
anymore.
limit.
Hey,
Has a
one
Limit.
D2.
I know media manipulation. This ain't it.
Yeah. You know what? But it still could be. It still could be. You'd love to believe it still could be. You're only going to take a 1D2. So roll me a D4 and halve it, please. Noise. Even though the sky above the cliffs are filled with stars, and it's cold, and you can feel the salt spray and smell the air, this isn't right, but hey, it could still be just some more movie magic.
Hopefully. And just one last question. Is there anything from this that parallels the teachings of the church? Is it like I'm not seeing like the central myth of the church or something played out? No, okay, cool.
Nope.
Please alert me if that becomes the case.
Okay,
Otherwise, I
yes.
will proceed assuming that nothing we see is. Cool.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Jared is here. The director is here, but this is, and it's an unusual scenario. It's an unusual thing to see, but you don't really relate it to anything that is central to the church at this point.
My brow furrows, and I say, "He's recasting." And I'm gonna head across. I'm gonna walk towards them and call out for him as I approach. I guess James.
Follow but stay silent.
James.
Mm-hmm. As you get closer, you can hear that what Woodward is saying now, and he is sobbing. Please spare me, please. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I don't want to be empty. And now, Blake, this is starting to sound like the teachings a little bit. As the church, the emptying sessions are designed to get you to a point where you are fully empty of woe, where you are no longer consumed with the doubts and fears that plague and weigh humanity down. And the goal is to be fully, totally empty. It sounds like Woodward is having some second thoughts at this point. As he sobs, he's I'm not ready. I've seen what it means. I know what it means now, and I don't want it. I don't want it.
What's going on here? Jared, what are you... Stop talking. Who are you?
Back off, lady.
The woman looks up at you. She has nothing behind her eyes. No eye sockets. Just emptiness and wheeling stars deep within. She smiles at you, and there is nothing in her mouth, a void filled with wheeling stars.
What The fuck?
Make me another sanity roll.
Okay, yeah.
I'm getting ready to run back the way we came. A big.
I'm getting ready to come in. If nothing
Can't
terrible.
fail, baby.
You're gonna take just a tickle, David.
Yep.
You're just gonna take one.
Valid.
Blake,
Hi.
roll me
Done.
1d8.
Oh my god.
Heck.
It's real. It's real. Something's happening. I'm seeing dark elder things. Actually, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. I
Could
don't even think
be
you're
worse.
about yet. Are you?
I'm holding it together.
You're holding it together. You're like one away or something. Yeah, you're pretty close. But you're holding it together.
I've got
No?
another.
Oh, no,
I had
it's 5 at
55
once.
coming in, so for a fifth, I'll need 10. I've still got 5
Yep.
points before in depth.
You're holding it together. This is bad, but you do recognize the deeper teachings of the church in this. So it's starting to shake some foundations, but maybe not the ones that'll send you truly mad just yet.
Yeah.
I think I do.
The gems or sequins on her dress are wheeling, catching the light, and moving slowly as she begins to step towards you. She makes no sound.
We need to get out of here.
Stay there, lady. All right, I understand. I need that. James, come with us. There's a problem on the set, and we need to deal with it. All right. This is getting absurd. All right. Frankly, this is absurd.
David, back up.
Lady,
back
I'm gonna
up,
need
back
you
up,
to
back
take
away from
3 big steps back. All right.
I can't.
James, get up. Up, man.
I don't want this. And he's beginning to kind of just scramble backwards away from the woman who is walking towards him and you now. David, you are wheeling back towards the door.
I'm trying to get a hand on James so I can pull him back with us if possible. And I'm walking backwards away. I'm trying to keep a distance between me and this lady though, who is getting bad vibes from. Unhealthy vibes.
Yes. Where the doorway was is now a sheer wall of glassy black stone.
Like the door is missing.
Amanda, the door of the editing suite slammed shut.
Oh god.
Oh, I was just thinking about coming in, but
yeah,
no, that's fine. That's still a good result for me. I'll be honest. Slam shut by like an invisible kind of gust of wind kind of thing.
You don't feel a gust of wind, but sure.
But
It
that's
just
what it
closes.
seems like. That's good.
Yeah,
Can it
it
be
just closes.
opened again?
Would you like to?
I think I should.
Get that camera on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, camera has not stopped. Let's see if I can open it.
Yeah. You open the door, and it's the editing suite with David and Blake
God.
and
Oh.
Woodward sobbing
Oh.
on the floor.
But it's just like the immortal.
It's just an
you know,
editing suite. It's a normal editing suite.
Euclidean
Yeah.
editing suite.
Totally normal editing
Same
suite.
size on the inside.
And are we
With Jared
like
Woodward's curled in the fetal position, sobbing on the floor, and Blake and David just inside the door, looking a little pale, maybe a little green. But
we're not talking,
just
we're not
amazing.
like backing away, we're not.
you do seem to be in the process of backing away from something. But Amanda, you have no idea what.
Hey, so you guys found the lights?
Are we conscious?
Do we hear anything from outside?
You hear Jared sobbing.
But we don't
Uncontrollably
hear.
on
We
the
don't
floor.
hear
Okay.
Amanda.
Oh, you hear Amanda? Yeah, absolutely. You're just in the editing suite.
So we are
that's the
back.
editing
We are back.
Oh yeah, we're back, back
so
from where?
the
Back from what?
vision clears. Okay.
No, Alex, stop! Don't freaking us out.
This is Jared sobbing on the floor. I'm not ready. I don't want to
Good.
do this anymore.
Hey, what's going on?
Amanda, there
here?
was a woman here. A woman. Did you see anyone leave?
No one left. Who
Oh my
was?
God.
Verity?
Blake, you saw that, right?
I saw that.
The teachings. Talking about
Yeah,
teachings.
we need to get him up. We need to get back to set.
Okay. There's some medicine on the counter. Might help him.
Grab that then.
All right.
Check for the film, and I'm going to check a quick eye. Do I don't see like burning ayahuasca or something like in an incense candle that could possibly explain this away, do I?
Nah.
Yeah.
You see
didn't
another
think
bag of
so.
cocaine. I mean, are you having a real look around or just a real quick scan?
I think we have we need to look. Something's going on. We need more information. We need to get him up. I'll walk over and grab him and go to drag him out. But I'll tell the others to search the room if that works.
Yeah,
do it.
I'll get some.
Wailing.
I'll get some footage of of whatever was happening in here. So again, I can review later, and then at some point get Woodward some medicine.
Just him. Medicine. Yeah.
Just a bit. Yeah, that's right.
It's fair. The medicine that was just for Woodward.
That's right.
Woodward's medicine.
Yeah.
Medicine
I'm going to
Woodward.
handle that. I can handle like picking it up, and I can handle like putting it into a smaller bag. I'll do that for him. That's fine.
That's so kind of you.
Yeah. I'll measure it out. I can make sure
it really
that
is. I mean,
he gets
he's
a good amount.
Stress. Yeah.
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
and it seems like he might be in too deep. Like he couldn't stop any time.
Oh yeah,
like some people.
He's clearly affected by this, and you're really just doing him a favor, really, if you get it out of his hands.
100%.
Yeah, totally. This is what the editing suite is.
We know what we're saying.
Everyone's on the same page.
Woodward has a very large, lovely Steinbeck editing desk with 35mm film spooled through it. The desk has a built-in backlit screen showing a frame of Verity's character Clarissa Hollows meeting a woman on the Basalt Cliffs who Blake and David, you would now recognize the woman who you met on the Basalt Cliffs. It appears that this is a scene from the movie, the first one in which Clarissa meets Yvette Summers, the character who has not been cast.
They did the CGI already. See, this is what those contracts are about. See, this is just gross.
Wait, so
where did they get this?
So the woman
CGI...
you saw was Clarissa, who has not been cast. Is that what was it?
Yvette. Clarissa is Verity. Yes, Clarissa is Verity's character.
And so the woman you saw was Yvette.
Yvette Summers, who is a character who has not been cast.
Gotcha.
As far as you know.
Do I know?
There she was.
I've read the script. I mean, I've read my parts in the script and my scenes. Actually, I've read all of it because I've been jealous that other
you read
people
the script,
have read. What is Yvette's role in it? What is her, beat? Is she, the evil thing that... Also, wasn't this like a rom-com? Not rom-com. It was like
really. It's a bit of a... We've got a bit of a Lynchian nightmare going on here where the character of Clarissa Summers, who is recently divorced from your character, David, moves to a remote town to rebuild her life and encounters her neighbor Yvette in the process, who teaches her how to dream while she is awake and how to basically thinly veiled references to church teachings in a way to rebuild your life. And there's dream sequences and flashbacks, and the first time that she meets Yvette in the film is during a dream sequence on these cliffs, and this is apparently what you're seeing here in this scene. So it's dream sequency, kind of esoteric-y, slightly science fiction-y sort of deal.
The critics are gonna love it though.
Yeah, I mean, I've been basically promised this is get me an award.
Basically, yeah. It's it's a real high concept, and you're not sure what any of it means, but you're sure the critics will love it. It seems like Oscar bait, really. It seems like film festival bait.
That's
the thing. As soon as you get this really kind of out there movie, it's probably not gonna get anyone best actor, but it's probably gonna get someone's best supporting actor. So that's what you're going for, right?
Can I try and decode what's happening to the crazy man while we talk about the awards?
Yeah. He's just crying and sobbing. A lot of crying and sobbing. A lot of snot. Real bad.
I know psychoanalysis is a skill to try and shake people out of it. Could so I don't assume I'm going to be able to fix him up, but can I figure out what's going on? I'm just checking he's not still trapped in the same space we were or something like that. Can I make a psychology test?
You absolutely can, yes. Give me psychology.
All right. Pretty good at that. Hard success.
Nice.
No, he's definitely here. He's here with you. He's not mentally trapped in that space. And what he seems to be sobbing about is after what he's seen, he's not ready. He doesn't want to be empty. It sounds like he's speaking against the church, actually.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah, he really needs to cut that out. But for now, we need to get him back to the set.
All right. I'm going to apply some first aid. to his nose.
Yeah, nope, gotcha. Are you still having a look around the editing suite?
I've parked myself in the editor's chair and I'm looking through the footage he is currently cutting together. I'm scrobbling back and forth and having a sense of it. So focusing on that.
There's not much scrolling to do at this point because it is all on 35mm and he is manually cutting a lot of it. There are open canisters of film scattered around. The desk is covered with sections of film that he's been editing by hand using an X-Acto knife and tape. There are a number of single frames that have been edited out of this and pulled into the film. The dominant color in them is red. And if you like, you can hold them up to the light and have a look at them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking to see if I find myself in any of them.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Because closer examination shows that these are close-ups of a naked woman lying on her front, having the skin peeled from her back with a large curved knife. Sanity roll, please, Dave.
Good.
Oh my god.
Good.
What the hell?
Good.
Mm.
Can you recognize which woman that is?
You know what?
That's not
Movie
me.
magic, Dave. Movie magic.
I've seen it. I also,
Okay.
Joe, the biggest shock is that I was involved in any of these scenes.
Yeah. Each of these frames is painted with tiny red sigils, very delicate work. There's a small metal bowl off to one side containing what appears to be some kind of red paint, and a jeweler's eyeglass. So it's like there's some real interesting collage techniques going on here, and it seems really, really interesting. But why isn't this any of your scenes? That's really annoying.
Surely David would be looking like to see which woman that is, whether that's
Yes.
Very irritating.
Do I recognize
Verity
this as
getting a
Verity
scene
or
that,
possibly Yvette?
You know what? Blonde hair probably could be Verity. Face down, so you're not too sure, but the blonde hair. This looks like it's Verity, or a model of her maybe,
or a stand-in.
or a stand-in,
Given her
or
extra roles. They're beefing up the part.
There's
I'm
some
going
beef
to
upper part.
I'm gonna scoop a bunch of these single cells like into my pocket.
Oh,
In
dear.
David's
No.
idea, this is like he's gonna prove later on that they've changed the contract around, and he's gonna angle for a bigger part. Also, though, so that I have the evidence. I can look.
And you can get implicated in the murder you're already suspicious
I
of.
just jam in
love
my
it, I love
pocket.
it.
Woodward's laptop. If you're having a look on the desk, Woodward's laptop is also here. It's in a. You recognize the leather carrying case.
Hell yeah.
So his laptop is here as well. If you are having a look around.
Yeah. Crack that puppy
Grab
open.
it, bag it.
Grab it,
Put it
bag
in
it.
the car.
Grab
Bag
it,
it,
bag
bag
it.
it.
Try and shut up Woodward's sobbing. Amanda, you're giving him a little bit of medicine,
That's right.
which
Can I
he
ask
gladly
him-
takes.
Excellent.
It's good for him.
Can I ask him as we where's the film? Where's the bulk of it? The whole thing? Where's the actual film
Is it-
canister?
He burned
It's
it.
all back in the editing suite.
Is it-
Okay, so the
yeah.
whole thing's there though.
It's the whole thing's there, and you can take
Grab
it with you.
Yep.
You can absolutely take that one with you.
Okay, I'll take the film, and I've got his laptop. You try and carry Woodward between the two of you, and we just need to get him past the concierge and out into the car, right? And then back to the studio, find out what happened to Verity, get this production back up and running.
Who was having a look around the room, the editing suite in particular? So that
I was trying to get like a,
I'm
I was trying to
present.
get
I'm
like a
present
really
as
good
well.
pan of it for later.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, like, just like seeing anything I need to flip over, so I've also got that in video. But I'll try to be subtle because now I'm like straying into the straight up, journalist side of it. So I don't want the other three to really obviously catch on to what I'm doing.
Yep, that's fair. So you're going slow, going careful.
Yep.
I think David and Amanda, since you've been looking at things in this room, the backlit screen that's showing the scene on the basalt cliffs of Clarissa meeting Yvette, as you cast a final glance around the room, Yvette Summers
No.
turns
No.
towards the viewer,
No, thank
turns
you.
towards you, and begins walking forward
What
towards the camera.
The
And I'm going to need the two of you to give me another sanity roll.
Yeah, that's fair. Wait, so like the screen is just like the film was
she's-
just sitting there. It was still. It was paused.
It
and
was,
then she
it was
starts
still,
moving.
it was paused. It's
Yeah.
35mm film being fed through a projector to a screen, so there's no like play pause button here. It's literally mechanically go stop.
But the
Oh.
machine isn't even running.
Oh,
Oh,
when he
There it
snaps,
is.
he
We love to
snaps.
see it. we love to see it. On a pass, You're
Movie
getting
magic.
just a tickle. It's movie magic. It's movie magic. One
Thank you.
sanity loss if you
Thank you.
passed. Dave, roll me a d6.
It's gonna be. I fumbled. It's gonna be the full 6.
Oh, you fumbled. That's gonna be a 6. So it's gonna be about for you.
Madness.
Go.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
gosh.
It's gonna be about what?
Get these up.
So now I'll make an intelligence roll to
You
see
need
if
your
it
intelligence
procs,
roll.
see if I understand
Let's
this, or if I
hope
can
the
just
boy is
shut this
stupid.
shit down.
Outstanding.
Oh my
Bro.
god, an extreme
That's-
success.
Understand.
There
That's
is
exactly
one
what you
thing.
wanted.
There's one thing that David knows, and it's movie magic.
And this ain't it.
And bro, this ain't it.
Alex, if I
This
can
ain't
make
it.
a pitch, I want to start
Pitch me.
destroying the film and the laptop that it was on. Like I'm gonna start just thrashing this place. I think I fully freak
heck.
out.
Yeah. I'm happy to go with a full freak out.
So
I want to try to save the laptop.
I stumble
if
away,
pick
let
up on
out a
what's happening.
scream, and then I'm going to grab at the film spools and just start tearing it apart. And then once I just start moving through that, I'm going to start smashing screens, the laptop, everything in here. And it just sheer frenzied panic.
Roll me a d10 to see how long this is going to last you.
Got it. Okay, breathe.
Nice.
This is a pretty quick one. This is like a very swift break. Amanda, you're trying to save the laptop.
I want to try to save the laptop if I can. Yeah.
Blake,
with
are you trying
a
to do
dex.
save?
I
change
presume I'm in the
anything?
other room, but if I have enough
You hear
time,
me
I run in.
scream.
I try to hold him back. But he might have stopped by the time I get there.
Amanda, I'm going to let you just save the laptop because this is only going to be one round of insanity
round.
from
Just
David.
one round.
You get to pick one thing to save, and if it's the laptop, it's the laptop.
I think that's a strong choice.
And Blake, I'm going to give you the same option. When you're restraining him, what is it that you were trying to pull him away from?
God.
The film.
Yeah. If there's any other of those photos of what looks to be a murder, it's probably them.
I've got some
So
in my
the snuff
pocket.
film, you want to direct him away from the snuff film because you were in the other room and you weren't here just yet. I am going to make this one contested strength or
Fighting brawl.
yeah, contested strength. Your
Can
brawl,
I-
your brawl. I'm going to give it as your brawl versus David's strength.
Sure.
Sheer power.
Success from me.
Nice.
Not today, Daddy-O.
Oh, he's too strong.
You get in there, but like you are running into the editing suite, and he's like just a little nuggety pinball
Yep.
of destruction. And you're gonna do some pretty with one round.
It's film. I think I can probably do some damage.
Yeah, I think you can do some damage. Can I just get a brawl from you then, David?
Sure.
And the scale of success will mean different things based
General
on how much you're
destructive
destroying.
energy.
Yeah, pure destructive energy.
Ooh.
Regular success.
Fairly destructive.
Yeah, fairly destructive. You probably nail out a solid third of the film, and you're starting to like rip the little frames into tiny shreds. But with one only lasting for one round, there are still remains by the time you are shouldered out of the room.
I think even when I come out, I'm babbling about she moved. Yvette Summers, she moved in there, and she's gonna empty us. Woodward didn't want it.
Down.
I don't fucking want it,
Jared!
all right? This fucking church is gonna be the end of me now, all right? It's gonna be
She
the
is.
end of me. You know what they're gonna try and do to us? They're gonna gut the whole thing. I'm not gaining from this anymore, Blake. I'm losing. Fuck this church. Fuck this church.
Just be real careful about what you're saying right now, okay? We're the hot heads. Everything here is going to be okay.
I want
We're
to talk
just
to
gonna
one of the
get
big
back to
ones. One of the big ones. Understand? I want to talk to someone real. Someone high up.
Yeah.
I wanna understand what the hell's
we'll
going on
make
here.
that happen. This is. I mean, after what's happened here today, you're going to be one of the big ones, David. Okay? Like, I'm telling you, Amanda. We're so close. Send me everything you filmed today, please. And then, if you just don't mind deleting it from your phone,
Yeah,
and
we'll do.
Let's go to the car now and get back to set.
How's Woodward doing in all of this?
Well, he's just had a little bit of his medicine, and as
Yeah.
David is having a bit of a rant, she moved. They're gonna empty us right out. He's nodding in agreement.
See? See?
It's fine, David. It's fine. It's what we were meant for, right? It's what we were meant for. You're not ready. I'm not ready.
David, look around
It's
the room.
fine.
Look around where he is. Is this the kind of guy you want to listen to? Or do you want to listen to the people making a movie right now?
Like, you saw that as well. You went to the same place that I did. There's something happening here, all right?
Yeah.
They told us.
How about we get back to the set and we talk about what happened and we see what everyone else has to say. We see what Mr. Singh has to say. We see what we see what we heard about the cops. We just see what everyone has to say.
Let's go back to the set where my bullshit girlfriend is dead, probably scun alive and flayed, and their cops are gonna bag me for murder, and you're gonna pin the whole thing on me. Blade. Blake.
Okay.
Blade.
Look, we're all mixed up on this, so we got to get out of this together. All right, so we got to get back there together.
The one thing we know is that there's something very dangerous going on, and we really need to make sure that we don't piss whatever that is off. So let's just be careful we don't say anything that pisses that off, because I was there too, David, and if they were saying a lot of things, I wouldn't be calling them bullshit if they can do that. Okay? That's the point.
I'm coming back with you. Two things. I want out, and you aren't pinning any of this on me. Clear?
I don't want to pin it as far. We are going to figure this out. Nothing is going to have happened. That's the point. And we need to make sure that so that we can prove that nothing's happened, we need to know what actually did happen.
Name names, Blake. Name names.
Let's just figure out which ones to name.
Fine.
And to be clear, none of us.
Good. None of us.
Woodward's got his phone out and he's tapping with it.
It's all that guy. And he is just a psycho. But
who's he calling?
I don't
Who's
think
he
that's
calling?
the case.
Who's
he calling?
Yeah, Jared has his. Woodward has his phone out and is.
Oh, we could hold on to that, Mr. Woodward, for you. We don't want you to lose it.
He's not. He's. And he looks at you. I'm gonna go to headquarters. I'm gonna go.
Oh no, we're gonna go back to this. We're gonna go back to the set first.
No, don't want to go to the set.
We're gonna go back to the set first, Mr. Woodward.
Headquarters.
We're gonna go back to the set first because they're asking about you down there, and we gotta find out what they wanted, and then we can see what we do from there.
Go to headquarters. I'm going to church. I'm gonna go
we'll
to the
take
session
you
with
there
Clint.
after the set.
How about that, Mr. Woodward? Yeah, we'll go straight to headquarters after the set and we find out what exactly was going on. All right? What exactly is happening down there? All right.
He's,
All
we
right.
take his phone off him.
That's fair.
All right. Let's put this mess behind
Hang on.
us.
One quick, just before we I lean Woodward down next to the pile of cocaine. I take a few steps back and take a photo of him with it. And all the destroyed editing suite. Woodward, this way. Come on, push. Photo
That's
there
quite good.
too. I'm not burning for this. He's the director. He can take the fall. Okay. All right. Back to the set.
The fall. That's funny.
Shut up. I'm not kidding. Shut up. All right. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Okay. All right.
Collected. Is there a fire escape? Can we get out a back way?
Back way?
Not
can we go down?
No, I mean there are fire stairs. There are definitely
We can
fire stairs
go-
inside the building, but there's no external fire escape on this.
Take the
building.
lift down to the basement and then walk out through the car park.
Okay, let's do that. That's a good idea.
Ooh, he might have keys. We don't need those keys.
He
just
does
default
have
to
keys to his
stealing
own house,
shit.
yes.
Yeah, and let's grab a swipe card so we can get back up here if we need to. And then bugger off. And we broke the door.
You did break the door.
Whatever.
I mean, did we break the door or did someone who wasn't feeling too well broke the door?
Can I do some like
You're undercover.
sticky tape a piece of cloth over it so that the cops won't have probable cause to enter or something?
No reason for the cops to come. Let's
in fact, I do that without knowing if it works or not.
Yeah,
And then
you can absolutely do that.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
perfect.
So you're heading down to the basement.
Yeah. Up through that and then back to the set.
With Jared.
So you get back in your car, in your production car. Who has Jared's phone?
I think I was keen to take it.
It
You know,
pings-
reasons.
Yeah, for reasons.
For reasons.
It pings twice in quick succession.
Boomst. Is
The
that?
first one is from Craig Steele, who is somebody who's quite high up in the church. Also,
yes.
was an actor, a bit past his prime now, but has somebody who Blake has kind of personally made the face of the church.
And is a producer on this film, I believe.
He is a producer on this film as well, so he's not really been on set very much, but everybody knows he has a horse in this race. And any big problems tend to get taken straight to him. And the message from Steele is, Jared, get back to HQ now.
Oh. Good to know. Good to know.
And there is another message.
I would like to read the second message, if I may, Alex.
From Verity Harrow. That has just come in about 5 minutes ago.
Go on.
And it reads, getting my things. And that's it, just getting my things.
Well, I scroll up the last 4 days of messages with Verity.
Or are you just seeing the ones
they all
that
been,
pop
like,
up on the
deleted?
front?
There's a couple, but they're garbled. It's like somebody's just been like mashing the screen and sending messages.
Shit.
Over the last 4 days.
Like just yeah, over the last 4 days, just like screen mash messages.
Call logs with Verity?
No call logs. But there's like some garbled messages, and then one that just says, "Getting my things."
If I've got time, because Blake was driving the way here. If Blake's driving the way back, can I get a computer use roll to poke through the phone a bit longer, see if anything was deleted that I can get back, including messages and call logs, and figure out why these messages may have been garbled, to see if there's anything else I can learn. Have a look through who else, what else Woodward's been up to in the last few days. Might have location history turned on. I'm going to have a sticky beak.
Have a sticky beaky. Roll me some computer use.
Fantastic. Oh, this beak is not sticky enough.
Oh shit! You know what? You're an Android gal, and this is an iPhone.
Damn it.
Different beast.
Okay. What would
push the
pushing this
roll.
look like?
Eat the phone.
Pushing this would look like bricking the director's phone.
Aha.
Breaking it, like trying to do like a reset to get the deleted data back, and then
be like
accidentally wiping
full
it.
bricking it, like where he wouldn't even be able to get into it. Nobody in the church would be able to get it. Like this would be like full factory reset brick.
You know what? That's fine. I can pin that on him, and he would I can make him think that he did that. I think.
Do it.
And it means to lose any info that is on the surface, but I'm inclined to try it.
Okay. Push it real good.
I'm gonna push it.
Push it real good.
Oh!
Extreme success. I see everything.
Yeah, you've heard about, you've Googled this a million times, and now it's time to give it a go for the first time, and
Well done.
you nail it. You completely unlock the phone, and there's nothing that's been deleted there. And Jared's history shows him at the editing suite.
Oh, really?
The whole time, except for the last time he left was about 3 nights ago. His location shows him at the set, which tracks. That's when they were filming that initial scene where Clarissa meets Yvette, where Verity's character meets Yvette Summers on the Basalt Cliffs at that soundstage. That was the last time that he was anywhere other than his apartment. But as you zoom in on that one, it looks like he made a stop off on the way home there.
So was that the last time Verity was seen as well, or was that after?
Yeah.
That was the last time Verity was seen.
Okay, that's not the set.
Was filming that scene on the set.
On his way home, he stopped.
From that, it looks like he made a detour that he doesn't normally make. He stopped somewhere that seems like the middle of nowhere. Actually, it seems just like a point along the highway back to LA.
Would I happen to know if that location has anything to do with the church?
There's nothing there. It looks like it is literally the middle of nowhere.
Do we also know
So
that Verity...
Just a blank spot on the highway.
Verity
Can
didn't
you-
leave with Jared, did she, that night? Do we remember?
Nobody else was in that scene.
Or
So
is that the night
yeah.
that I have the text
written
of
out.
like,
Yeah.
can't do dinner but lunch tomorrow?
Same day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can't do dinner tonight 'cause filming, and which is on the call sheet. So that's a kind of public knowledge that was being
Yeah.
shot, but there was
Heck.
nobody else there. And that does strike you as a little weird, Amanda, that the call sheet didn't have any other producers on it. It was just the
Just the
cast
director.
involved and Jared.
All right. Well, I mean, that spot on the highway, it's probably where the cops have found these remains.
Yeah, you can get on like an LAPD incident tracker or something, maybe. I think we should drive to a hotel relatively near the set and just base there for a second while we figure out what we do next.
I think we need to go back through another liquor store. And I think as we've been driving, I've fished like a half bottle of bourbon or something from underneath and drunk as much of it as I can stomach.
Oh, God.
As I try to quell the thoughts and bring back my just default to empty. Turn the brain back off, baby. So I'm gonna drink a shitload as we
We need you fresh. You know you've got the rationing system that we worked on. You know how much you're allowed per. Okay.
It's fine.
good.
It's fine, Mr.
I feel
Mr.
good.
Tevis. He can have a little bit of relaxant now, and then we can poke him up with some medicine if we need to.
Okay.
Feel
Okay.
good.
Great. This is all completely fine. Let's get to a hotel. Let's figure out our next move. We're gonna need to make some calls.
So the two of you who are kind of deep into the church, David and Blake, you'd know that the headquarters of the church are located in a 10-story glass and steel structure in LA on Ventura Boulevard. So the church headquarters is not too far away. The set is back out in the desert. So if you're looking for a hotel near the headquarters or far from the headquarters, you do know where that is. And that is also where you'd find Craig Steele. And if you are craving an emptying session, because this is how you deal with stress in the church, the headquarters are handily nearby. There's also the set, which you're not sure if the cops are still there. That hasn't been relayed back to you either way.
I'm happy to defer to the two of you. My plan would be park somewhere kind of anonymous, genuinely, make a bunch of calls to sing to probably to Craig Steele using the phone that we have for Jared, figure out if we can confirm some stuff, and then decide on what our next move is.
I wanted to go to the headquarters as soon as possible, but I think now I've gotten a bit of liquid courage in me. And now I want to go back to the set and start, I want to really start, I want to talk to the police. I want to find out, I'm David Otero. No one tells me what to do. I want to find out what's happening. I want to look around that set. I want to find out what happened to my girlfriend, who I love.
And I just want to follow you two around and film everything.
Yeah.
So that's a
I'm
good plan.
voting set and drunk.
Okay, let's head towards the set then.
Are you getting drunk, David? Are you getting sanity bomb drunk?
Yes, that is my intent. I think David pretty regularly uses alcohol as a coping mechanism.
What about the character?
I know that's why I do that. And I think this is my way of I think he can, as an actor, I think he can mask it really well. I think Blake recognizes. Blake also knew how much was left in the bottle. I think David can disguise it suspiciously well. He kind of seems sober, but is well on their way towards blasted. And the character is getting close to.
How many more times will we make that joke in this scenario? Because I hope at least 6.
Oh, there'll be so many. So many.
Good. We got a plan.
You do?
I think.
You've got the coked up Jared Woodward, the director of your movie, in the car with you.
Yes,
you've got his laptop and phone, Amanda.
Oh, that's true. I got to keep going with the laptop.
You have his laptop also. Blake, you have a drunk star on your hands. And you were also driving.
It's showbiz, baby.
That's showbiz, baby. And David, you have a plan.
I have a plan and a bunch of photos of my girlfriend being flayed in my pocket.
Correct. And
that is
Battle
Saturday.
Madness down. So you're headed back to the set?
Yeah. Do it.
Amanda?
What's the worst that can happen? I'm following along.
Worst that can happen. Now you do have the computer as well. You're trying to wrangle
yeah,
with
I'm happy
that.
to keep going with the computer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pick up where I left off with the phone.
You nailed the phone. I'm gonna need another roll for the computer because it's a different
But I got
object.
extreme success on the phone, and he uses the same passwords for
Password
everything.
manager.
Passwords, yes, you can definitely get in.
Extreme on the phone. Yeah, I'm into the password manager.
Yeah, you can get in with the password manager. It's more you will need another roll to kind of just navigate his file usage, as it's now a different object, different
And a
way
bonus
of
die?
setting things up.
Bonus time from the extreme. Bonus die from the extreme.
You can get your bonus die. I'll give you a bonus die for having to crash the phone.
right,
but
great.
it will be a second roll.
Oh, he's good. He didn't even need it.
You didn't need the
That
bonus
is
show it
die.
off, Jackson.
outstanding. I'll roll it anyway just for fun.
Incredible.
Extreme
Incredible.
two extreme successes.
This is what you do.
No, Woodward's digital life is an open book to me.
My cat is freaking the fuck out, so I have to let her back in.
Yoi.
This is good.
This is going fine, by the way.
This is actually going really well.
Right.
This is going quite well.
I'm feeling really good, actually.
In theory. Yeah, the choices you've made thus far certainly will have no adverse consequences.
Oh, heck off. Give me this laptop.
On the laptop, there's a directory on the laptop containing very detailed production notes for the space between the film. There's a lot of documents in here. Trying to scan through these really quickly. I'm going to want a language English roll.
Library use?
If you want to sit down and go through them later at length, I can take a library use, but right now, trying to go through them in the back of the car quickly as you're driving to somewhere, I want language English specifically to be able to quickly scan and comprehend.
Oh, yeah.
Artcraft writing, like I'm editing someone's work.
Language English to scan and understand. If you want to take notes and redo it.
Done.
See, you're
Hard
fine.
success. I was certain I that my luck would run out and I would fail this, but anyway, there you go.
That language English is
what have I
also,
got?
I think that's right score.
Alrighty.
It should be higher.
Oh, it should be equal to my education, which is 95.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Never mind. Yes, no, language English was fine.
You're fine.
Yeah,
you're
I've got
good.
95 minus 45 on my sheet for some reason.
Okay.
Yes, no, that should have been 95, and so is that an extreme success? Not quite.
It's pretty fucking.
It is an extreme
though.
success. That's an extreme success on my language, because my score was wrong.
3 in a row,
I'm gonna
mate.
send you a handout, Jackson.
Oh, I love a handout.
This one's just for
Number 4,
you. Number 4, please. That is just
just for
you.
me. The
You can have a
audience seeing
peruse
that.
of that. Have a quiet peruse of that. And if you would like to share things with the others, you may. If not, you may also do that. As the car rolls towards the soundstage out in the desert.
Space. What the hell?
Blake and Dave. How you going? Amanda's tapping away in the backseat, hopefully trying to, figure out what's going on based on what's in this laptop.
The
As you
facial
pull up
expression is good. I'm waiting for the bomb
Yes.
drop.
Yeah. I'm really glad I was able to share this with just one person because this makes it a lot of fun. Yeah.
So what do we hear? Just nothing but tapping.
Tapping, pause.
And
Tapping,
gulping
pause.
from
Tapping, pause. Amanda, I do kind of want to know how you're taking this. Are you, like, this information that you're uncovering, are you kind of, how are you dealing with it? Are you trying to keep a straight face?
I am, because I'm getting back into undercover journalist mode, and these 3 jokers in the car with me are my my marks, and so at some point I gotta like clamp down a little bit.
Yeah. Do you want to make me a fast talk?
Straight
or
face? I'll go
straight face
fast
or
talk.
acting, fast talk, yeah.
I'll go
Yeah, roll
fast talk.
acting.
Yeah, give us a fast talk, I
Middle
think.
ring.
And I think I am going to give you a bonus dice for this one just because you've kind of nailed getting into this laptop so far, so you're in the zone. Oh, you don't even
Didn't
need
even
it.
need
Yeah,
it.
take it, whatever.
Yet another hard success.
It's all over.
As
it.
you're completely poker faced on this, and it's just boring stuff. It's just that this laptop just doesn't have anything good on it, does it? Nothing interesting.
No, just production notes and schedules, and like a tosser kind of thought journal, like creative kind of notes that you'd expect from no. There's nothing really else.
For a moment, it
to
looks
worry
like
about.
I'm glaring at you in the rearview mirror, studying you keenly, and then you realize I've just spotted a stray hair. Fix that. All right, let's go to the set.
Yes, let's go to the set. What did you say about burning the set down, Mr. Woodward? That seemed like a good idea, you said?
We're not doing that.
Burn it down?
As you look at him, his eyes are glassy and wild, and the medicine's definitely kicked in now as he leans forward and kind of like grabs the lapel of your smart production blazer. Yeah, I've got to burn it down.
Right,
just about we don't want to waste any other sets. The cliffs, burn it down, burn it.
And the film itself, that was all in the editing room. There's no other copies anywhere.
Oh, Craig has a copy.
Craig has a copy. Of course.
Craig has a copy.
You got a copy of like the rough cut of like where it's at. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. I sent him the rough cut.
Right.
Yesterday for the.
Because there's a rough cut premiere tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
There's like a test audience.
There's a what?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
We should burn that set.
Yeah. Y'all remember there's the screening in the rough cut for a test audience tomorrow night.
Been invited to a rough cut screening tomorrow night. Yes.
Is that going to
very
be affected by
exciting.
the fact that we destroyed most of the film?
No, Craig has a copy. Craig Steele has a copy of the rough cut.
Craig's got a copy.
There is a rough cut that's already been sent through to Craig. Jared was working on the next one. Iterative process. Some of the next one has been destroyed by our good friend David.
Is still done.
But there is an earlier cut that was sent to Craig, and you have all been invited to a screening of this rough cut at the very exciting at the Celebrity Retreat tomorrow night.
What time is it right now? Getting near the end of the day.
I'd say you're getting towards the end of the day. It's probably like
Of
4 or
course.
5 o'clock. Just
All
because, you've been you dicked around in the morning at the craft table a little bit, ate some donuts. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to the set and see what we find out from the events there.
Which is perfectly fine and
day.
good. It's a shame there was nothing on that laptop. Hey, Amanda.
That's all right. Better luck next time.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, huh?
Shame about
Yeah,
Extreme Jackson to get nothing. Like this feels like.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
It's a real shame. Can I start uploading stuff to my own like private
Dropbox.
file server? Like I got like a link to the file server that's sitting in my wardrobe at home, like a secure link.
Absolutely. You've got a NAS server going. You absolutely can with those extremes and hards. 100%.
Fantastic.
You
Start dropping everything up there, including everything I filmed today. Just start sending it all back.
And that way you can delete it all off the phone and stay in Blake's good graces, as you are clearly not keeping anything, and you really understand that this is necessary to protect the church, that you delete everything and you can prove that to him. With all those extremes and hards, 100% you can do that.
He's all over it.
So you're heading back to the set. There is one police car still there. There is a marked police car that seems to just be kind of camped outside the gate.
Unless it's a back entrance, we just go straight past it.
Tom, the head of security, is at the gate still. He's kind of fixed on the marked police car, like almost having a staring contest with the officer inside, except the officer inside's reading the paper. But he's clearly taking it very personally that the police have shown up here. As you roll up, he can roll down the window and have a chat to you if you like.
Hey, Tom, tell us everything that happened with the police.
And he kind of looks at the police car and shuffles out of the booth and gets into the car with you, because he's just like, I'm not going to say anything aloud, not out there, not with them listening now. All right.
Listening now.
Hey, I mean, I was a cop, but
Thank you for your service.
I was pretty happy to cooperate with them initially. I mean, they're the police, right? They're good guys, but that Numenary's a bit of a dick, actually.
Yeah, well, you weren't here different from me. So what happened?
What were they asking about?
Well, they found remains, they say, in a storm drain just between here and LA.
Whereabouts? Just like on a highway somewhere?
Just in a storm drain. Just in a storm drain.
Like on the side of a highway somewhere?
Inside a storm drain.
On the side of a highway somewhere?
I don't know.
Why are you so fixated on this highway?
No, I just wondering where it happened.
Just curious.
You seem like you might need a bit of an emptying session there, Amanda. You seem a little stressed.
Emptying?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something about emptying.
Hey, listen, just quickly. So they found remains, they searched the place, and then they left. Did anything else happen?
Oh, well, Singh wouldn't let him search the place at all. They're coming back with a warrant, though, they reckon.
Okay.
Where's Singh now?
He left in a bit of a rage. He said he was gonna go find Craig or Brian and he's not here anymore. He left very quickly.
Okay. All right.
But they really wanted to have a look around, and they said they're coming back. And that Detective Numenor did have a little bit of a poke around, but not like a forensic one with the team. They said they're coming back with the team. I don't know if you found anything here or not.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we can carry on.
They said they found remains. They wouldn't be specific about what they found, though. They were real vague with it, and they didn't say. They didn't say a body. I would have said a body.
That's what I said. That's
When I was
exactly
on
what
force,
I said.
If
And
we
when I
want to get people to believe that there was a murder, you'd say body, right? We'd say body.
Hey,
I think
listen.
they're fishing. I don't think they found shit.
That happened in Gunblazer.
They just said
4.
remains.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, Mr. Bond, there's a good chance we, things are getting a bit heated. I wouldn't say they're over our head, but it'd be good to have a little bit more backup. Is there anyone from your side you could spare, like a fixer, some kind of little bit of a heavy hand?
Oh, I'll give one of I think Craig's giving someone a call. I think Craig got somebody he's going to be calling, but I don't think you should be too worried about it. Right? Like, they didn't say body; they just said remains. Not a body.
Oh no,
And
but
they
I'm
only
just
had
saying.
that detective just had a quick poke around and didn't seem to have found anything. I think it's all fine. I think you're really just gonna get an emptying session. I think we're gonna be okay.
Okay. Well, that's all right
I'm
then.
gonna keep an eye on this guy outside and not let him back in.
Yeah, he's an infection. He's no good, that one.
He's an enemy of the church.
Hmm.
That detective Numenor is an enemy of the church. That's what he is.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, thanks very much. We'll just head in.
You guys head on in. Tom hangs out at the gate.
If no one's here, maybe we do just go to the headquarters.
We go
There's
to the set. Whatever.
The set?
Burn. Why did they want to burn that set?
Mr. Woodward here wants to burn the set.
Okay.
We're not burning it, to be clear.
Well, there must be something there that Mr. Woodward here is a bit worried about.
Mr. Woodward is now high out of his mind.
Right. That's better than smashing stuff.
I'll stay here with Woodward, just in case. You two go in, check the set.
Okay.
Can I get everyone to make me a spot hidden roll?
Yeah. Alex, can I also make a constitution roll to see how well I'm handling
Yes,
my...
please. You're still
level?
drinking? Con roll me.
I just want to level
Oh,
up.
you're good.
Okay. Handling.
Ah,
I'm
incredible.
all
You are
about
so
it.
used to this. This is what you do every day. So
I'm
if
an
I was going to say,
investigator.
David, don't worry about the spot hidden because you're drinking.
You're staring at the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah, unfortunately, but you're fine. Blake and Amanda, as you're cruising on past all of the trailers where the actors have been half living, but where they all get ready for set for shooting, you spot a flash of blonde hair and a summer dress
What?
going into Verity's trailer.
What?
Just out of the corner of your eye, it's just a flash.
What?
But you see somebody with short blonde hair wearing a bright summer dress slip in to her trailer.
I point it out. Yeah.
I saw that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think so.
See what?
I think
nothing.
Verity's there, just stepping
Nothing.
into a trailer.
Verity.
All right. Well,
Verity.
just a quick stop. Hey,
Faraday.
listen, David. David, maybe we should just go. We should maybe
The amount of trouble she's put me through these last 4 days. Oh no, we're gonna have a word.
Amanda, go
David,
check the
maybe
set.
it's-
David, you speak to her to figure out.
No. Well, hey, look, maybe it's like lady troubles. You know, maybe she just needs some girl talk.
I storm after.
Oh, okay.
And into a trailer.
Check the set.
I'm gonna follow. I want to see. I want to see.
I
Verity.
assume you're stopping the car before this happens, Blake.
Ah!
I slow down as soon as people start jumping.
Yeah.
In. Yeah.
Yep,
I want to see Verity.
Gray, you approach the trailer and the door is slightly ajar, and I think we might want to leave it there today.
Oh shit. All right.
So much happening. Hell yeah.
She's okay though. How good.
that's
and
great
I'm
news.
sure
Certainly not
she will
okay.
be fine,
She got
fine,
better
fine,
after
fine,
being
fine.
flayed to death, so that's good.
You haven't been flayed
That's
to
good.
death. You can't speak from experience, Jackson.
That's right. We don't know
We
what it's
don't
being
know.
like being
It'd be
flayed to
very
death.
therapeutic.
Don't
Okay.
hate the game, hate the player. Anyway,
Wait. Okay.
thank you so much, Alex. That was a ton
They're
of fun.
fantastic. Well done. That's so good.
Now, I believe our next session is going to be something that we're potentially gonna have
So,
to.
the next
Twiddle.
session will be pre-recorded because Jim and I are going to be at South by Southwest Sydney next week, but there will be a stream going out during the regular period, and we'll pick back up the next. So there should be, seamless continuation. We just won't be there live, although I'm sure.
But still
I-
have us in chat. That's fine.
Yeah,
I mean-
we are back to being live.
That's right.
Again.
We'll be back over
But
it.
this
gonna
is a
say,
thing where we're
like,
away doing a different live game.
How do
So-
we prove that we're live now? We don't have to
Oh
be
my
Oh
God.
yeah.
Has anyone got
Show.
today's
What would we normally
newspaper?
bleep out? I can just say a really bad swear.
Yeah.
No, you actually, Dave, you had your phone up earlier.
I did
when you
earlier.
were miming, and it was showing timestamps. So
There you
genuinely.
go.
Oh, here we
We're
go. I
here,
have
we
today's
swear.
newspaper, but I've got
You get today's word.
There it is.
That's so funny.
So that's how you know that we're live. There you go.
Fantastic.
Oh,
All right.
great.
Well, thank you, Alex, for running, and thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone, for playing.
Yeah, rock and roll. It was really fun. We will be back next week, pre-recorded but present, and hope we will see you all there. Catch you soon.
That'll be good.
Thanks very much.